That's a great leap of logic. Just because it's not Thanksgiving today for them doesn't mean they're excited to see Storm, Jarvis.
Well, why also would they be in the chat?
Maybe they're excited to see me.
Oh, okay.
It's
Sure.
probably that, right? Yeah, let's go with
Probably,
that.
probably that.
All right.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, totally.
What if that makes you happier? If that helps you sleep at night.
It does.
Wow,
It
that's
absolutely does.
okay. Anyways, Gift Storm, huh? Hasn't really changed all that much in the main deck over the years. I think it's kind of hard for its main deck to change, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, you have to have a pretty like there's a couple of wiggle spots.
Mm-hmm.
The number of ops is variable. The number of remands can move up or down one. The number of lands can move up or down. Some lists are playing fewer Grapeshots or more. Some lists are playing the fourth Electromancer or whatever. So there's like a little bit of tweak room, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's at most room for like one more relevant four of if they print one, but they haven't really.
So I think really the new addition to the deck are these like 7 slots or so. I guess this is not really that new. Clearly, this card's really powerful. Um, you only need 8 spells after it to kill your opponent on most normal board states. Sometimes 7 if they shock a lot. Um,
Yeah, and it's unless they interact with it, but
Also, FTK is almost all Death Shadows. I'd like to point that out.
which is pretty fancy. So yeah, the Veil of Summers. One thing to note is that I'm playing this list I sent you has. I'm starting to say more. Where? No, never mind. They're there. Has a few more fetch lands than normal
Yeah. One, two,
because
three,
we're
four,
playing
five,
the
six,
breeding
seven.
pool. Yeah. Normally I like to play all four steam vents because
Oh, sure.
it's actually pretty useful in the matchups where you're getting ghost quartered and other similar effects. Like matchups that are gonna go long and where they're gonna mess with your lands, like control matchups.
Oh,
You
yeah.
actually want as many fetchable lands as possible.
That
We still have that many the breeding pool, I guess, but there normally I want 3 islands. Hey, my alarm's going off
nice.
because you had me waking up at this godforsaken hour.
It's not
Yeah,
godforsaken. It's 9 a.m.
yeah, that is a cursed time.
Because
Don't you claim otherwise?
it doesn't exist for you.
Um, yeah, my like preferred number of fetchable targets is 3 islands, 1 mountain, and 4 ski bets. But we're down one because we're trying something with these veil summers to see if they're sweet or not.
On paper that makes sense to me because just like getting ahead versus a Thoughtseize deck seems pretty key nowadays.
Yeah, but we do still only have 8 green sources
You can always Manamorphose into it.
on turn one versus Thoughtseize.
Okay,
Good luck with
that's
that.
more difficult.
Yeah,
Um, anyways, let's just get to it. I don't think there's
yeah.
much
Let's talk
more
about it.
to discuss about this deck since I feel like
No,
most people have.
anybody who's here probably knows how Storm works. So yeah,
Wait, there's
we're
a
good there.
playoff? Huh. That's on the 30th. Oh, that's Saturday.
That'd
Okay.
be a real jerk move if they had a playoff on literal Thanksgiving.
No, it's. They have a bunch of Pioneer PTQs during the week this week.
I feel like they have a Pioneer PTQ like literally every day.
I think
It
that
just,
is actually the case. And I think
I
that's a
mean,
brilliant maneuver on their part. Just
yeah,
imagine how much money they're making.
sure, yeah. It's just, I never know about them, and just I'm basically always like I get on Twitter and people are like, hey, I'm playing a Pioneer PTQ that just started, and I'm like, it's 5 p.m. on a Tuesday. What the hell is happening? I'm so confused. But
It's holiday weeks. I think they try to alter the schedule, and I think it's better for Europeans if they do it at like 9 a.m. on a weekday or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's fair. But yeah, I guess this holiday weekend is one thing, but I feel like they have them on weekdays other weeks too, or they have
that's
anyway.
fair.
Maybe I'm just imagining that.
All right, we're playing against Gideon Slave. Is this a keep? I can't even remember anymore.
It's real borderline. It's probably not a keep. Honestly, my mulligan heuristics have not been fully updated for the
London
new kinds
Mall.
of mulligans. So
Yeah. So
I,
generally with the London Mall, I found you should mulligan more aggressively, so I'm inclined to ship as well.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would probably keep this honestly. I would have kept it in the previous
Okay.
mulligan roll, but that
This
was
is
probably
fine.
wrong even then. But I think it's wrong now.
This
This
is
is much better.
fine. Question is, what are we gonna bottom?
Probably the ritual.
So thinking ritual or gifts, but maybe we're not allowed to bottom the gifts.
I mean, yeah, no, I don't think you bottom gifts.
Okay. Could make a case for Remand. That's one of the difficulties with Remand. It's either going to be great or awful, I think.
Yeah.
But we are in the play, so there's a limit to how awful it can be, right?
Right, and it's
Right.
it's going to be really, really good in the matches where it's good, and we don't currently have a 2-drop, so it'll be handy there as well.
So yeah, I guess the ritual makes sense. We have tons of rituals.
Tons of rituals, and the game can play out in a way where we don't even need that ritual until until way, way, way later.
So my heuristic is Island and Serum Visions here.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Unless you wanted to get Breeding Pool to fuck with them.
That doesn't seem worth 2 life points, generally speaking.
Yeah, it probably isn't. I think we take Desperate Ritual here. And,
well, it's Serum Visions.
Actually, no, this is Serum Visions. We bottom both.
Okay. I guess your plan is to get a bunch of lands and cast the gifts.
Yeah. We have a lot of mana sources. I mean, and like land drops are going to be good here, and we want to find a creature. So
yeah, that's fair. Yo, welcome to the stream, Matt Murray, who shouts for Shroud.
Oh shit! I can't hear you shout. It's the internet.
That's true. Shroud cannot hear you shout. So this feels like Jund to me, but obviously there's not a lot to go on. I'm just going to play Steam Vents untapped, obviously.
Yep.
And we could cycle Manamorphose into Opt or Manamorphose into Remand, depending on what happens, but...
yeah, we don't necessarily need to cycle, but I'm inclined to cycle at least one here.
Alright, so I should Manamorphose into Remand, you think, right?
Yep.
I wonder if this matchup has gotten easier over the years. I think Ren and 6 is kind of a brick versus us, so that's nice.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really make it really better.
Yeah, I mean, they just have a 2-mana Planeswalker that they didn't have that makes it harder to grind. It changes probably how you have to approach the matchup, which is annoying. So this is cool. I think because of the scavenging ooze, I think we play Sleight of Hand here.
Yeah, I agree. Now
we'll take one more EOT cantripping turn after the Sleight of Hand, and then try and play Electromancer and maybe win.
All right. Well, that was not really that helpful, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's a land drop. We're fine with that.
Am I burning the Manamorphose?
No, I would not.
Yeah, I think we kind of need it now to generate.
Yeah.
So their likely play, is this.
Is this, exactly. Yep. And the other reason not to burn Manamorphose is it's going to be a ritual as long as we have a creature in play, and we are at a point where we need that.
I think I'm going to keep that.
I'll keep this one as well, yes.
Alright, so the real question is, well, I guess we can see what we draw. Do we go this turn? Huh. Does that change anything?
So if we play the creature, play Manamorphose, I mean, we can't do anything this turn anyway.
Should I just EOT Gifts then, probably? The one issue with that is they'll have a lot of these activations, but that still might be correct.
Yeah. So one thing we can do here is gifts for Past in Flames, Gifts, and empty the Warrens and another spell, which they'll have to give us something that probably an empty.
No, they'll give us the Past in Flames, right? And just eat stuff in response.
Sure, they can do that too. Yeah. But that's fine. So like we can also, okay. Well, yeah, That's if we give COT, then we're still fine with that.
I think we're going to give COT and see what they do.
Yeah. The line of playing a creature, like if they have Fatal Push or Bolt,
it's not great. Yeah, they get to use their mana effectively. I mean, I guess they sort of get to use their mana effectively here anyways.
Yeah, they get an extra use activation, but that's not a big deal.
I mean, I think our graveyard is going to be so overloaded with stuff that's going to be hard for them. And maybe they'll just tap out.
What on earth?
Oh, yeah!
Okay.
Okay, I do not care about that.
Did your opponent hear you? Was that just some Jedi shit?
No, because if you analyze the game, they're likely to be holding a Bloodbraid, right?
Sure, but just because they're holding it doesn't mean they should use it. Jesus.
So I just discard one of
the creatures. Yeah, it's actually like you have the win now from here because your opponent can't interact with you.
I'll just discard the Baral. I guess there's technically a correct thing to do. I can't even think about it. Oh, it's like they pushed our Baral. Except we spent no mana and they spent
had push up in addition to the Scavenging Ooze and they just tapped the fuck out. Okay. Cool.
Doesn't matter what land I get, right?
Nope.
Alright. So now we get the Past in Flames and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, just the basic Past in Flames and 2 rituals and Manamorphose should do it.
I always get scared about this because it like jumps around.
Yeah, it is super annoying. You know, and if
See,
you
like
play the deck a lot on Moto, you get used to how it jumps around.
Alright. Okay.
It's comforting if you predict in your mind how it's gonna jump around and then it does.
I bet this is something that would drive Rich Shea crazy. The jumping around business.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Alright, well. You are dead, son!
Rich Shea doesn't strike me as a jump around kind of guy, like a House of Pain fan. So.
Alright, nice. I guess I can fetch again. Doesn't really matter what I do, right? I could just click buttons at random.
I'm not even looking at your screen right now. I'm messing around on your Twitch channel trying to pop out chat so I can check the people. I'm just trusting you can figure it out from here. I'm sure you can. If it turns out you can't, I'm gonna yell your name really loudly.
You can make fun of me if that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, well, kind of drew some bricks, but that's okay.
Man.
That's alright. It doesn't actually matter, right? Nope, doesn't matter.
They like changed the layout of like Twitch channels, and I can't figure out how to pop out chat now.
Alright, my opponent conceded to Past in Flames. So we didn't even have to go through the full thing. But we had a deterministic kill. You just cast a cantrip, cast Ritual, Manamorphose, Ritual, Gifts for Grapeshot. We have the Remand in hand, so it's actually like... You could probably deal like 40 damage that turn if you wanted to.
Yep.
Anyways, Jund. This is not great for us.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Pieces and Veil are good, so...
Pieces is probably good. I mean, Pieces is obviously good. Veil's probably good. I'm less positive of that, but I think it's good.
No, I think it's good.
Veil also makes your Arias and Empties better, so that's good.
Oh yeah, because you can just play it.
Yeah, and then I've actually usually boarded in the removal in this matchup too.
The real problem with that is
at least the Abrades, because they often have
Cage.
Damping Sphere.
Oh. Does Jund still have Damping Sphere in its sideboard?
That's a good question. I honestly haven't played a match of Magic in played a match of Modern in like a month or two, so I have not been keeping up with the way that they do things. I'm sure they do though, right? Because it's like...
I'm gonna check real quick. We can look at the aggregate or just click on a few lists real quick.
It's good against
2 Damping Sphere.
Urza, right? So that's...
Not really. What does it do? Like, the Urza decks can just not care about it.
I guess that's fair. The Urza decks just get in under it with their like bunch of spells in one turn play.
So it looks like 1/3 of the decks have 1 to 2 Damping Sphere. Yeah, it's not universal, so I think the problem is we have a lot of
We have a lot to cut, but there's a lot. Well, there's a lot we want to cut too. So right, so we're gonna cut all 7 of the creatures, 1 Past in Flames, and at least 2 gifts to start with.
You cut all of the creatures?
Yeah.
I don't remember that from before. How many gifts do you want to cut?
2.
Okay. So now we have one sideboard
And
slot.
we could cut a 3rd one too if we want to, but so we have room for 1 Abrade. Okay, that works. That's reasonable.
So I guess the idea with this is you're creating dead cards in their hand.
Yeah, you're creating dead cards in their hand, and when you usually want to do this when you make the shift from gifts to pieces of the puzzle too, because having having a bunch of creatures in your deck makes your pieces of the puzzle a lot worse. Yeah, and it just you don't necessarily need to race them the way you do in the pre-board games.
No, I actually generally believe the games are going to go really long because they're trying to like Thoughtseize and duress you into oblivion. So this is a coherent plan that I had forgotten about because it's been a long time since I've played this deck. Opponent's gone to 5 though, so maybe we're okay. The weird thing is, I think the London Mole leads to a lot more nut draws on your 5 cards. Like, they could very easily just have Inquisition Bob here, and we're actually like kind of in a rough spot. I guess we abraded immediately, but whatever. All right. So I assume we get Steam Vents.
Yeah. Well, okay. I sort of say actually we may just get Breeding Pool.
No, but now we don't have to do that.
Yeah. Now I'll just get an island.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Manamorphose, I think, but
I think that's right. Yeah.
It's close. The ritual's sort of good if you want to ramp out the gifts on turn 3, but I don't think that's necessary. Ooh, no 2-drop? You hate to see it.
Why did... well, I'm sorry to say. I sort of say, why did they take their Abrade? We didn't take the Abrade, so...
I'm going to just leave up Abrade this turn instead of playing the Breeding Pool tapped. I think it's probably better on average, but...
Yeah, that's legit.
Oh, no creature, huh? Alright, so the question is, do you want to play around Fulminators? I guess we can't really.
I would... Well, if we're playing around Fulminators, we actually want to get Steam Vents now so that they don't blow up our Breeding Pool, so...
Yeah, but I was also thinking...
With 1 fewer basic, we really can't play around Fulminator anymore.
Oh, that's fair. One thing I was about to say is we could just not play that forever if we wanted to play around Fulminator, but I guess now is a good window to sneak into play.
Yeah, given the texture of our hand, I don't think playing around Fulminator would make sense.
I mean, so I could have ramped out the gifts. I don't even think that's all that exciting. Maybe I should have.
It was worth considering if we wanted to or not. That's the kind of thing that like you don't have to decide to do until like their turn. So it's probably it might have been worth the like point of life or 2 to maintain that possibility. But
that's fair.
This is fine.
What's up, Bara? Welcome to the stream. It's a Friendsgiving stream with my good buddy Andrew Tiberius Trout.
I don't know why I agreed to do this.
So my take on the situation is I believe they have at least 1 removal spell in their hand, possibly 2.
They usually do. Well, and especially if they kept and then didn't interact with us or play threats. I guess they did Inquisition once, but that's fine.
I'll just get a mountain to play around the like a nightmare scenario where we get Stone Rained a bunch.
Yep.
So one awkward thing is, depending on what we gifts for, and they have like Graveyard Hate, it might not end up well. But for that reason, I don't really want to get Past in Flames here.
That's reasonable, yeah. I mean, if we don't tap and kill them, and then they just play a Scavenging Ooze, then that's our Past in Flames.
I'm living in fear of them veiling me here, but I don't think it makes sense for them to have Veil in their deck.
And if they have a Veil, good beats. I mean, they got us, so not really a lot we can do about that.
Is it crazy to get pieces here?
Well, I mean, like, if we get Manamorphose 2 Rituals pieces, then they're just the pieces in our graveyard. I kind of feel like you want something with a little more, like low, like a medium baseline of power, so that it's not obvious which of the 2 they want to give you.
Sure.
I would maybe like Remand Remand is the fourth card. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't seem like Remand's going to do anything in this game, really.
A little draw card.
I mean, but then we could just get cantrips instead, right? Like,
he could, but we want. We do want to get both rituals, right?
okay.
And the Manamorphose. I mean, those make sense.
So then the question is, what's the fourth card?
Yeah, it just needs to be something that like draws a card. Because they're probably going to give it to us, right? Otherwise, they're just going to give us both the rituals.
I guess I'll just take Serum Visions then.
That's fine.
Bara, I know people have done that, referring to not paying for the toll. Like if you park on the street, or sorry, not toll, parking meter. All right, so they gave us Manamorphose and Serum Visions, huh? Still here, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm here. I was reading Bara.
Why did the gifts go between the rituals?
Yeah, it does that.
That's like weird as hell, and whatever. I mean, I guess I'll just fetch the island and play Serum Visions and see what happens. You could make a case for playing gifts first, but
that's not a good case.
I think we're eventually going to kill them. It's just going to take like a long time to actually assemble what we want.
I feel fantastic about our spot right now.
I mean, we have a bunch of cards in our hand.
Yeah, the fact that they're not pressuring us or playing like permanents we have to interact with before we win or anything like that. Did they mulligan a lot?
They mulligan to 5.
Okay,
so.
that explains some things. I feel like they don't have much in their hand to have not done anything really.
Their hand is mostly one fatal push. Oh, this is sort of interesting. I guess I'll leave their Remand on top. The question is, do I want this opt?
I don't know that we need to leave. I would just not leave either of these on top.
Okay. I mean, we're probably just going to cast Gifts, but if there was something good there, we could have considered not casting Gifts.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, we could have.
So I think actually, in retrospect, we should have left the Remand on top.
Yeah. You should have articulated that instead of just agreeing with what I said.
But I also believe it's not going to matter because I think I'm going to play my 4-mana spell.
Well, but it's like a virtual scry, right? Because if we don't need it, then it just goes away. Like we're not going to draw it either way.
Okay.
We're either going to Gifts DOT or our opponent's going to play something we care about.
Aha! We found you.
Yeah.
All right.
I bet you wish you Inquisitioned our Abrade.
On like turn 90 million ago. Still gonna cast the Gifts.
Yep, fine with that. And I would actually just get the Past in Flames this time.
And the rituals?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Key Magic Online for jumping around so I forget what I'm getting. Alright. So I guess next turn we can just lead with Abrade on Damping Sphere.
And then just play some stuff, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all these Manamorphoses, it's actually...
We're pretty likely to hit what we need, I think. And plus we have a bunch of cantrips in our yard if...
I actually think we were supposed to get Grapeshot instead of Manamorphose with this Gifts, but whatever.
They gave us the Past in Flames, huh? Huh, that's sort of interesting. But I think we're supposed to Abrade first before anything. Yeah,
we have to Abrade first before we do anything. And because of that, it's actually going to be pretty hard
to kill this turn.
To win with Aria this turn. So, unless we cast Past in Flames, and we can do whatever the hell we want.
Well, the problem is I don't have enough mana to...
Well, right now we have 4 mana, and if we're going to draw 4 cards this turn, so let's lead with 1 Manamorphose and see what happens. Like, I mean, if 2 of these 4 cards are a land and a ritual. Although I guess a lot of the rituals are in our graveyard, so that's less likely.
There's a land.
Okay, step 1.
Interesting. I guess we cycle another Manamorphose, right?
Yeah. At least one. We'll see what happens with this next card, but
how much mana do I have? Actually, well, we're supposed to Aria. No, that doesn't work.
there's an argument for playing Aria there, but
great.
okay, that's cool. I think we play the Steam Vents untapped, play Aria with Veil of Summer up and say go.
I agree. It's kind of scary that they can deal us like a bunch of damage, but whatever.
Well, they can deal us 7, which is conveniently out of single bolt range. So
note Veil counters decay on Aria, which is really, really adorable.
what's the wording on? Uh-oh, are we dead? We might be dead. They would need a land for us to be dead, I guess.
They could just have 2 bolts in hand, right?
Oh yeah, or that.
But I'm not gonna worry about that. I mean, I guess we could have kept going, or we could have Grapeshotted that. Actually, maybe that was better, but whatever.
Nah, I'm fine with this.
I mean, that's unfortunate. It seems like they're probably dead. They probably had the kill with an untapped land.
Yeah.
All right. Do I opt end step? Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. The annoying part of this. Save targets because I'm not gonna go after anything else. I guess.
It doesn't matter. I would probably just bottom it, honestly, but
sure.
yeah, I mean, if we just play rituals and pass some flames and replay our rituals, we have the win. So
okay, opponent conceded. The save targets feature on that is pretty nice, actually.
what is save targets?
It just remembers your target for the trigger, and then if you always yield to the trigger, it'll just nug them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, so we're 1-0. That's a good start to the stream.
Yeah, we just need all our opponents to moldify, and then also tap out when they have fatal push in hand.
The game one I think we got because our opponent made a weird decision that I don't think I would have made in their spot.
No.
At least you can bluff removal, the ooze activations matter. So
it's interesting if they don't have a clock at all and they need to establish a clock, then I can see the arguments for tapping out. But they already had a creature in play. They already had Scoos, so.
Yeah, but that's a really slow clock, so I understand their keep. Probably, right?
Yeah, this is a keep.
It's not like the most insane hand, but it's probably a keep.
Mm-hmm.
One swept teeth. That was good. Should I just Sleight?
Solid. Yeah, just leave with the Spirebluff.
Yeah, I mean, you always play these on turns 1 to 3 because... Alright, so the question is versus Heath, do you want another one or do you want to land?
I think we want the land.
I think so too.
I haven't been keeping up with Modern that closely, so I don't know if when stuff Heath tells you something that it doesn't tell me, but...
I think the most likely answer is Devoted Druid, but
right,
it could be literally anything.
When Swift Heath go, I would read that as Devoted Druid.
It literally could be like a breeding pool, stomping ground. I guess it could be that. This feels like Bant?
Spirits or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so this feels a lot like Spirits, probably, which means I should just jam one of the enablers here.
Just jam this dude into play, yeah. I mean, we were going to do that no matter what, pretty much, but...
Alright, so a few things to note about Veil of Summer. Not particularly good for Spellcaller, because the Spellcaller exiles the spell. What
Does Veil Summer not give your spells hexproof?
no, it doesn't. It makes them uncounterable. Oh. Okay, maybe this is like some sort of snow.
Oh, what was the uncommon, the blue-eyed thing from Modern Horizons?
Soul Herder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that card was broken. Also,
could be the Soul Herder deck, right?
I think it might. Well, it could be, but I haven't seen people play that in a while.
I just don't offhand know if there are other Bant decks with Koala. Maybe there are though.
This makes sense.
Give us that mana.
We don't have many basics in our deck. This is one thing you did point out.
Yeah. Losing the fourth basic is actually a kind of a big deal, but that's okay.
I think I'm gonna play the land on tap because I think playing one of these is good.
Yep, I'm for it.
Oh, what the hell? So this is just Bant stuff, I guess.
Yep.
That's fine. We have another one, so.
Yep, I'm okay with everything that's happening here.
Nah, Soul Herder was insane in draft. Probably at its best in draft. I'm gonna just take the Grapeshot over the Remand. I think the way their deck is constructed, it's hard to remand something productively, but
I don't think we know that, for one. We don't know how their deck's constructed. I would take the Remand. For one thing, we don't know that there's anything constructed for us to Grapeshot either, other than this random 1/1 we don't care about.
Alright, Sunfield Grove is a weird one. I feel like that really should not be in your deck in Modern. Because it's such a terrible land to have as, like, one of your 2 lands. Yeah, I was going to say, this looks like Felidar Guardian to me. Well, that's pretty good. I think I'm just going to play Baral.
Yep, I'm for it.
If they leak this, I'll just remand my own Baral. Or maybe I should...
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah.
If they leak it, I would just play Electromancer.
How about this?
If they spell Queller it, I would also just play Electromancer, I think.
Well, so the problem is we're getting to the point where if they actually have another path, we have no enablers left.
That's sort of reasonable. I mean, if they...
So what I'm thinking is we remand this, and the next turn just play both of them out, and then they're forced to have a lot more paths or Quellers.
That's a fine line. That'll work too. I guess that's okay.
Because I don't think that... I'm starting to suspect... Well, it's hard to say, obviously. This just looks like Bant Pile currently, sure. But I don't think they can kill us within the next few turns. I'll probably eat my words in like a second or two when we get like Sword of Feast and Famine or some shit.
Yeah, they'll turn the clock around real
quick.
No,
they'll go like Sword Equip this turn and then we'll be in a terrible position, but like Sword of Feast and Famine is like pretty insane right here, I think.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Oh, someone named Sword Equip in the chat.
Yeah,
that was nice.
That was on point. I'm impressed.
I didn't even realize Sword Equip was here. Cyrus trolling.
Fetchless. What are you talking about? Well, how do you see a breeding pool and think we're fetchless, Cyrus?
Yeah, we have breeding pool in our deck. Oh, this is Coco? Cryptic Command, probably.
By the way, I love your vocals on Old Town Road, Cyrus.
Oh, what do we do here? I feel like I really don't want them to get that far ahead.
Are you trying to remand your Baral again, or
no? I kind of just want to remand the Cryptic, but maybe that's crazy.
And then we have to. Yeah. I mean, we can probably play through a Cryptic, but like,
yeah, that's my reasoning.
It does require us to eventually draw another action spell other than this Gifts Ungiven. I kind of do want to just remand Baral, actually.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Obviously, I was fine with that last turn.
Yeah.
We're getting kind of far ahead here, I guess. Oh shit.
Hell if I know if Storm is good. I literally haven't played Modern since like September. So
Really, I got Andrew out of bed because I'm like, yo, you want to do Friendsgiving stream before Friendsgiving?
And I was like, hell no. And he was like, we can play Storm. And I'm like, all right, cool.
It's really easy to know which. Oh God, here's the sword. It's coming.
We have 7 cards in hand, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh wow, you actually called it. Is this common? Is this more common in Modern now or something?
Yeah, Stoneforge made it more common, right?
Oh right, yeah. They probably have Stoneforge in their deck actually.
Yes, I would agree with that assessment. Since there's
Kind
a
of
sword
forgot.
attacking
I
us.
forgot that Stoneforge Mystic was a thing.
Yo, Sai, I didn't want to distract you from your testing to win the Legacy GP this weekend. That's why I didn't invite you. There's a Legacy GP in Italy. Alright. We might be dead next turn. That's kind of insane. They got Sword of Fire and Ice. That looks awfully lethal to me.
If their last card interacts with us, that's bad news.
So they have Sophie. I mean, I guess we just have to step on the pedal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fetch an island.
Sure.
I think my red sources are sort of at a premium. Yeah, we can win from here. It depends on what their last card is.
Yeah, we're fine unless their last card is like a spell queller or something.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So should I just play the gifts?
Does adding Electromancer do anything here?
Don't believe so. It eats up a blue mana. We might have to chain a bunch of blue spells together.
Yeah, we may need this opt. So let's just go ahead and gifts.
If they core this, we're kind of in rough shape, actually. I think we actually die if that happens.
Yep. But it's not a queller. That's also bad. So there's that.
So we have to cantrip into a Grapeshot or something. They had a lot of interaction.
Yeah.
Well,
all right. Let's play this opt, see what happens. We actually should have played the opt before we... Actually, doesn't matter. Never mind.
Manamorphose? So we die, right?
Believe so, yeah.
Well, that kind of sucked. I feel like this matchup should be pretty good game 1, but look at how much interaction they had.
I also kind of feel that way.
The sword did not matter whatsoever except killing us a turn faster, I guess.
Which definitely did matter.
Okay.
So let's not make wild ass statements.
I feel like I want these. I feel like
empty's interesting because like
they
have Stoneforge, so they probably have Batterskull.
They do have Batterskull. You have to empty.
Suck.
Yeah, you have to empty for quite a bit to do that.
Well, or interact with you can use Bolt or Abrade as well, but so empty might be fine. Empty might also suck. I have no idea how to board here. I think we want pieces of the puzzle because they probably have a rest in peace, right?
Oh, then I'm fine shaving 1 Pass in Flames, I think, at least.
Yeah.
I'm fine shaving some number of gifts because they're also pretty terrible versus like Mana Leak and shit like that.
Yeah, so I think we go down to 1 gifts, 1 past. And then is this a Veil Summoner matchup?
No. Well, no, I mean, you could, but I think that introduces a lot of problems that I would prefer not to have happen to me.
Yeah. Is Force of Negation, is it like exile target spell?
No, it's counter target spell. If it's countered this way, exile it. So it would technically work versus that. So maybe I actually do want it for that reason. I'm kind of like medium on these bolts, I think. I'm also sort of medium.
I'm not medium on the bolts. Okay. I'm excited about the bolts.
I'm sort of medium on empty as well, but...
medium is a good word for empty.
I think I'm not going to have them in because we have to still cut cards. Like,
We're cutting the Electromancers.
oh, because you think our stuff just won't die?
Well, and again, because of the piece of the puzzle problem. We're bringing
Oh,
Arias too. So, and then, like, we could cut a Remand, maybe. I don't know how good Remand is in this matchup.
Seems pretty not good. Like, we
I feel-
remanded
yeah.
a bunch and didn't really do much, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine
This
with that.
this is a reasonable 60. One card we didn't talk about was Mystical Dispute.
I don't think I love it. Like, I understand it could, like, Pyroblast their Queller or whatever, but kind of think that's not good. And if I really wanted to do that, I would rather have Veil in my deck, I think.
Yeah, probably. Alright. This is reasonable. Empty sucks now because we're still missing an engineer. I believe that.
This is a keep? I guess it has a plan.
Yeah, I would keep this.
So if we do this, do we play the Opt on turn 1? I'm inclined to say no.
I would.
You would?
Yeah, I would play it.
Okay. Alright. I think it was worth
it probably replaces itself with another spell, so.
I think it was worth considering, but
it probably replaces itself with another spell, and it like increases our likelihood of playing like a creature, like a Baral on turn 2 or something like that. So
yeah, that's fair. I was just thinking if the counter mattered or not. I guess it doesn't really. Well, it did replace itself.
Velocity, boys. I would have actually played Steam Vents capped that turn, but whatever. No, I would not play this Serum Visions.
Okay. See, I was about to ask that because I think it's closer now. We could have also fetched and played the Visions. Yeah, Thorn77, thank you for the follow. Happy Friendsgiving, everyone.
Got us.
Yeah, they have us for 1 Past in Flames. I think I'm still playing this.
We're still just jamming Aria into play.
Should I play Steam Vents or should I fetch an island?
I would Tarn and fetch Mountain.
Okay. That's reasonable as well. Got to consider all the lines. There's actually not that many lines here.
Super marginal. I don't know.
I don't think it'll actually matter in like 99% of the games.
Yeah.
Look at these enchantments. Whoa, this has flavor text? Did it always have flavor text?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I really just can't.
It'd be weird if they added flavor text for the 25th anniversary version. Rest in peace again. Aw, man.
Okay, so now I think I should play the second Aria because I think, well, actually, maybe that doesn't do anything.
It means you need 1 less spell.
Well, then I think I should play it this turn and just play a tap Steam Vents.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we would do, I think, anyway. But, well, I mean, we would play it, you know what I mean. But
yeah. I mean, I was planning on playing Aria Serum Visions, obviously, but it makes it harder to do that. I mean, now we can just slowly nug them to death, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very, very slow.
Yeah, we're going to be fine here unless they interact with our Aria somehow.
Teferi, Pride Mage. Well, actually...
Annoying. Deputy would be annoying.
This is also pretty annoying, actually. I assume it gets Skull. Sword of Feast and Famine. Maybe they have the Skull in hand. They didn't attack. This screams Mana Leak to me. But... also, do I care?
So let's play this Serum Visions.
Do I fetch first?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. I think it was worth considering for a second. This time I'm not going to save targets because if they play a Planeswalker that we want to go after, I might want to like switch it up.
Yep.
Why it says you can go after Planeswalkers, who knows? Ooh, Bolt is kind of okay.
Well, it's pretty good here.
So I could Serum Visions again and then leave up Bolt. Do I want the
Yeah.
Ritual?
Um,
Seems like no, actually,
I
right?
feel like yeah, I also feel like
Because
no.
I think what is actually going to happen in this game is we're going to try to chain a bunch of spells. Original doesn't do much, especially since we're not like trying. We're trying to like slowly nickel and dime them with spells instead of casting a lot in one turn.
Right. Yeah, and like leaving ritual is gonna mean that like our next draw step is gonna be like ritual and then not having more velocity. So yeah.
So one thing is they might have the leak here because
And that's fine.
So you're fine running this into leak, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Okay. I just wanted to bring that up as a point. Oh. You know the other reason it's making me target? Because we could technically target ourselves.
Sometimes you have to do that. Like if you're for a opponent has Leyline saying that you already have the Aria in play.
Oh my gosh. Was I punished for not playing a land first?
Yeah, I guess you were. That wasn't on my radar, especially
That
since
was
I
also
mirrored
not
the
on my
spell.
radar.
I mean that's fine. Now we can play this Baral.
No, I can't. Definitely
Oh yeah,
cannot.
that's the thing.
Definitely cannot play Baral.
You're
If
right.
we
You're right.
Alright, so if they don't have an untapped land, at least they can't hit us with sword this turn, which is sort of upside, but it's just not gonna Morland Haunt plus rest in peace. That's kind of funny. So they could hit us with Hierarch if they don't fear Lightning Bolt. I think I probably would go for it if I were them as well. Alright, and we'll discard Polluted Delta.
Yeah.
Zach, you finally chose to play a good Pioneer deck. Does that mean black green? Or mono black? Mono black, alright. So now what? I guess Baral go.
Yep. I kind of wanted them to interact with their Baral somehow, but
Land go now?
I guess that plays around Mana League. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're gonna need to draw an action spell, I think, to win now.
Did we keep all the remands, or we boarded one out?
Boarded two out. One out, one out.
Okay.
Sorry, left two in, boarded one out. Don't feel great about this.
The reason I asked is I'm thinking about.
Do I care about this?
Oh. Well, not only do you not care about it, but even if you did care about it, it wouldn't. You have no way of interacting with it. So.
So I could have technically bolted the Hierarch that turn. I don't think that's good. For multiple reasons. Because if I bolt there, they can just move it on their turn. So.
Right.
Although, like, the discard effect is going to be irrelevant now, but the mana flare effect is going to be irrelevant.
Yeah, I think it was actually. That's fine.
The real question is, do I just want to nug them? Does that change anything? 6.
Not really.
6 plus 8 is 14 plus 10, 24 plus 12 is 36. So it literally changes nothing. So it should go after the creature then.
Right, but and honestly, even if it did change like, even if it did mean you needed one viewer spell, you need to conserve your life total. I think.
I agree. Huh. Apparently the auto yield got turned off. Probably when I hit like F4 or something like that. Cloller? Oh, okay. Alright. Gonna need to draw something. Do I know any location of any cards?
No, because you just got path.
So I should just get the Steam Vents, I think.
You mean the breeding pool?
Do we have any green cards in our deck?
No, but their opponent doesn't know that.
That's fair. Fair point. Like, I feel pretty dead, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't feel great.
Well, I can cast this to deal with a mate, which is not irrelevant. And I can wait for their turn to do that, obviously.
Yep.
So this is a 3-turn clock unless something changes.
Yep. Which is manageable. I mean, most likely any sequence of draws that lets us win is going to involve a cantrip or a piece of the puzzle or something anyway, so we just need to not draw lands.
Problem is we still have quite a few lands in our deck, right?
Well, some.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 8 left.
Yep.
That's still like 1/6, higher than 1/6. All right. So if I draw another spell next turn, they actually die, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's up, Scooter. That is amusing, right? Rip Moreland Haunt. But, you know.
I mean, even if they didn't have rip, we haven't put any of the creatures in the graveyard, so.
Yeah, we have. We bolted a, whatchamacallit.
It didn't resolve, did it? It got forced.
Oh, yeah. Alright. This is it. This is it! Either we peel a spell or we die horribly.
What would be the funniest? I would draw Remand.
God damn it, Charlotte. It's going to freaking happen now, and I'm going to have to, like... I just don't know. Why would you say that? Haven't you learned?
It would be funny. That's why I said it.
Please don't happen. Alright, chat. Give me energy to draw a spell that's not Remand. An instant or sorcery spell.
That counts. That works.
That 100% works. Oh, lava dart you.
And that fucking primal scream you just let out when you drew a card, that was terrifying.
Was it? I was just channeling my energy. It worked out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that one. It was kind of close still. So it didn't actually show us Batterskull, but maybe sort of... Like, if we emptied, would they get the Batterskull?
Yeah.
These remands seem kind of shit, is the real problem.
The remands don't seem great. Do you think they have all 4 force of negations?
No, I think they have 2 to 3.
Even after board?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, like, the bant lists are all over the place is my issue with saying too much. Like, the problem is bant is literally what bant cards does that person want to play, generally speaking, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like force of negation would be like the glue that makes the bant deck make sense to register. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So, I mean, are you trying to add the empties here, then? Is what you're wanting to replace these remands with?
Sort of.
I don't hate that. I was just throwing out if maybe Veil of Summer makes more sense, but...
Well, give you a hint, Elf Kid. Andrew has not played Magic since I last asked him to play Magic, really. So...
Yeah, we are 1-0 lifetime with the version with green. And we're going into game 3 in our match number 2, so...
That's pretty
Stick
good.
around and find out how the version with green is, I guess.
Yeah, 100% win rate.
Exactly.
Oh, this hand's pretty good.
Yep.
I'll just Island Slight, I think.
Yep.
Alright, I don't want the gifts, I think.
Nah, we don't need it.
We got a plan rolled up. It's Aria. I can't believe Aria soloed them last game. That was kind of insane. We have a Abrade in our deck, right? We do. Okay. Just was thinking if they do Damping Exeris here, it's kind of annoying, but it's manageable.
Yeah, I mean, if we have Baral in play, Damning Sphere is not as annoying anyway.
Andrew used to farm Storm, that's true. Andrew farmed a 5-0 with Pioneer at the very beginning. Then quickly got sick of that shit.
Yeah, I got bored with it.
Okay, well, I think... so the problem with Abrading on our turn is they get to force it if they want to. But the problem with Abrade...
let's just jam this Baral into play.
Okay. I'm going to get Steam Vents, I think. The Path to Exile issue, first off. Second off, I think having flexibility with her.
Yeah, that makes sense. You probably have to be super aggressive about managing your basics with one fewer basic.
So the thing is, I think we can beat Sphere with Aria of Flame. That's what happened last game.
We also we've seen Mana Leak in game 1 and Spell Pierce.
Yeah, so like, kind of hope they just jam Rip here. That'd be so good for us.
Yep.
Path? That's scarier, actually. I was kind of hoping they would path us.
Yeah.
Sword of Feast and Famine again.
They may still path us, so there's that.
It's true. You mean like this? Looks awfully like a path. See, like, after this, we're only... oh, was I supposed to have Braden response?
We were supposed to think about it, at least.
Shit.
I was still working, too. We wanted to.
You're right.
But that's fine. Yes.
Yeah, no, I clicked too fast. Now I think I just want to jam Aria instead.
Yeah.
If they force this, that's fine. I mean, well, actually, it's not really fine, but it'll happen, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they have force, we've got to get through their force somehow. So.
Right, so they don't have force, which means we're probably safe to Abrade the Sphere next turn.
Likely.
Obviously, if they pass with mana up, it becomes a lot more complicated, but...
Now that we have Aria in play, we may not even necessarily want to Abrade the Sphere. We may want to Abrade their sword instead.
Yo, Big Monkey 369, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Friendsgiving Storm. That's the official name of this stream. I will not be taking any questions. We have Veil of Summer in our deck. I mean, like, I don't know what you want to say.
Yeah, we're ready. We are ready, Freddy.
I think that sort of speech is reductive. So...
I'm fine with Manamorphose and Opt this turn. And just, like, pass the turn with a Braid up. How do you feel about that?
It seems fine.
Yeah, exactly, Scooter. We gotta play our broken cards while we still can.
I want to play the Canal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say stopping their upkeep to think at least.
Why do we need that? I honestly don't care about the Damning Sphere. I want to Abrade their sword. So.
Yeah, but we might want to Abrade the sword upkeep. Or do you want to just wait for them to tap out for
equip? If we're gonna Abrade the sword, we should let them spend mana to equip it. Because doing it on upkeep doesn't change a whole lot. It's not well.
It changes one draw step, right? That's exactly it. So the other line you could take is to Abrade their creature, but that seems unnecessarily greedy. Alright, I guess I abrade it now in case if they somehow have land spell core, but it seems rather unlikely.
Yeah. The cards if you played in Storm that are now banned. Oh lord. Ponder, Preordain,
Seething Song.
Seething Song, Taxian Probe. There are others, I'm pretty sure. Is it really just those 4? That doesn't sound right.
Cool.
Joke's on you, sucker.
That doesn't do anything. Looting. Technically looting, yeah? I think I'm going to just play...
Looting, yeah, I forgot. Yes, looting, absolutely looting.
I'm going to play pieces this turn, I think.
Yep.
Should I fetch first?
Go ahead and crack the Tarn before you do.
Yeah, it thins technically 1/1. Do I want the land untapped or not is the question.
We're going to play...
I could leave up Manamorphose into something.
Getting the island is free here, I'm pretty sure, so...
Sure. We don't have any creatures in sight, so...
Right.
I don't remember right now.
I never did. Some lists did, but I never played those lists. So.
Ooh, Abrade's sort of attractive to just keep the pressure off.
Yep, another Abrade is pretty nice.
The question is, do I want Serum Visions or Manamorphose?
I think we want Serum Visions.
I think so too, but I think it's worth thinking about this time instead of me just not thinking about it whatsoever.
Yeah, let's think about our plays.
Yeah, I decide this is correct.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to pass the turn regardless.
Yeah,
so maybe...
exactly. Teague is not really that good for Storm, I think.
It's pretty good one.
Well, yeah, but that's the problem. If it's your sideboard card, like, we cut 4 of our cards that it hits, right? So we only go down to 2 things it actually affects.
Right, yeah, it's pretty mediocre.
Okay, so they know about Abrade now, so this makes this Stoneforge a little bit interesting from their perspective, I think.
We're gonna finally find out if they had a Batterskull this whole time.
No, it seems like they just don't have it in their deck, right?
Yeah, that is weird.
Or they prioritize swords over it.
Sure.
I think I'm just going to Abrade their sword again.
We're gonna Manamorphose and then Abrade there. Well,
no, they're not putting it into play this turn.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna opt end step instead.
Well, let's Manamorphose opt at least.
Oh sure, man is a liability.
Yeah.
That's true, Scooter. The way we sideboarded, Teague is not good. A lot of people might not sideboard like that. So that's a good point.
That was... I definitely remembered when I first started playing Storm. It felt like I was the only person who boarded like this. But
it works pretty well.
Nowadays, like, Caleb Shear boards this way, and most people who play Storm are familiar with his sideboards, so...
Strangest Simic list? What are you talking about? Did I not change the Stream Decker? Or Cardboard Alive?
Maybe they're just saying because we have a breeding pool.
Oh, that might be it. Alright, so we're 2-0. It's going well so far. Storm is broken.
Storm great.
Honestly, I think it might be an okay time for Storm. I basically think the Urza decks in Game 1 are not that good versus you.
You don't think so?
Don't think so.
I mean, they're basically... like, they're positioned pretty well the same way we are, right? Like, they're just like a fast-ish combo deck.
Most of them are mid-range.
As fast as we are, aren't they?
No, most of them are mid-range now.
Oh, okay. They're kind of moving mid-range territory.
Yeah.
I guess that's better for us.
It is. I mean, obviously the mass damping sphere. Also, Oko's like surprisingly relevant versus you if you just decide to jam enablers.
Mm-hmm.
Mystic Sanctuary seems awful to me in Storm because of the canals, first off. Second off, you have a mountain. Third, you just do not want a tapped land. Like, and getting any of your cards back by putting them on top is not even that exciting.
I think if you wanted to play a Mystic Sanctuary, you could cut the Spirebluff Canals. That's not terrible. Yeah. And actually, if you were like, if Veil of Summer turns out to be something that you really want, you may want to do that anyway, just so you have more fetch lands, so you can get your breeding pool more consistently. So once you do that, it may be worth considering having one. But it's also not even that like important of an effect in Storm. It'd be like good to have in post board games against like the extirpate. What the hell? Why
Surgical
am I
extraction.
on Pyretic extirpate?
Surgical extraction.
Yes, that one. Or like good against that, and just good against Thoughtseize decks generally. But I don't think it's the card you would want in the main deck anyway.
Didn't consult you. Kept this hand.
Yeah, you're good.
Should I get Steam Guns versus Polluted Delta? Probably. It's. I mean.
I don't. Well. Yeah, sure. Yeah, against Polluted Delta, the life total is unlikely to matter.
If it was Arid Mace, I would think long and hard about not getting myself killed.
If it was Arid Mace, you just get the island. You don't even think about it. I think
feels like the ritual might be good, but Remand looks not so good.
Remand might be good. If they're Death Shadow, but they didn't have a play on turn 1, then I guess they could still have like Scour.
This is weird and tough.
Yeah, we can bottom. I might honestly bottom both. I'm not excited about
the ritual. I was also actually not excited about both, but I was thinking the ritual might be good enough because we have the Passing Flames.
Yeah.
But it's not really that exciting, right? Like
no. I mean, it's okay, but we want to make land drops. Otherwise, none of our cards are going to matter. So.
Okay. Raceland, a lot of the Urza decks cut Thopter Sword, so there's no incidental combo. Shocking there almost certainly means Shadow. I can't think of another reason to lose life. The Verdant Catacombs makes me think 4-color Shadow, though. I guess we just play Baral. I mean, nothing more productive to do.
Well, let's play Electromancer instead. But yeah.
Okay. Expecting it to die to anything. Maybe it'll be an Assassin's Trophy.
I mean, yeah, having your enabler creatures path to exiled is one of the best feelings and one of like the compelling reasons that Storm is a good deck. So it would be sweet, but it probably won't happen.
So it is 4-color.
That's interesting. Is that
no? This is stock now. Well, this is one of the stock Shadow decks.
Okay. Sure. Just jam Oko into things.
Raceland, the version I have for that deck, has 0 of those cards because I talked to Alan Wu, who got 9th without playtesting. Cryptic Sanctuary is a combo, you're right. Interesting. So they probably have stubs? But we can try to do stuff, right? Oh, wait, the stub's not even online, right?
And also, I think we can beat stubs.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, never mind, because we need... No, we could, actually. So, yeah, we play the Spirebluff. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're good here.
Okay, so
like, play Pyretic, and then Gifts, I think.
Yep. If they have Cycle into Stub, that would be annoying, but I feel like if they had Cycle, they would have just cycled on their turn, looking for a discard spell. So I don't think that's rational to worry about, right?
Yeah. I guess we couldn't quite beat Stubs. Because we're 1 mana short of beating Stubs. But... this is cool. So just play the Desperate Ritual, probably?
Yeah, that looks good to me. And this is why you don't play the Desperate Ritual beforehand. It hides some information. They might think you get choked. But we're not going to get choked. In fact, we're pretty close to just lethal Grapeshot by itself.
Right.
Yes. could honestly just get a second Grapeshot, right?
Yeah, just get Manamorphose 2 rituals and second Grapeshot. Because they're literally just dead to the second Grapeshot, so they have to put it in the bin to not die.
Apparently, opponent thought this was a Shadow Mirror.
Why would they think that? We played a Spirebluff Canal. So, did they say that in chat or something? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, turn 1. I thought that. I see.
Well, so I feel like we got kind of lucky this game because they didn't have any interaction, but maybe that just happens more often than I think. Should I just double Grapeshot? Is there a reason to do anything else?
We can play Manamorphose first.
Sure.
Yeah, there's not really a reason to do anything else. So.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it. I guess I could look for like Remand just in case, but I don't think it really matters.
Oh, Jarvis, running up the score. That works.
Yo, I said I was looking for Remand just in case.
That's
I
fair.
don't know like what they could possibly have that Remand would play around, but did opponent really deal 10 damage? 1, 2. Yeah, they did 10 themselves, right?
Yeah, and we didn't do anything to them. And they were at 10 that turn, and their stubs didn't work. But that's normal. That's how this matchup plays out. So.
Or you sometimes get buried, but oh, they could have Flusterstorm, in which case the Remand
looks super smart.
Not really. Don't I still?
Because we. Yeah,
no, that doesn't actually do anything. I think so. All right, we naturally drew both of our Grapeshots, which is sort of lucky, but you put cards in.
We didn't naturally draw the second one.
Oh no, we naturally drew one and we received the second one.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have gifted for the second one if we didn't already have the first one. So actually, we would have because we had passive. You know what I mean?
I feel like Remand was awful in this matchup, generally speaking, before, but I can't remember.
It has the upside where it's really good because you can get their delve guy or snapcast things, but like it's also pretty awkward most of the time. So what I'm interested in is whether or not you boarded Mystical Dispute.
My gut says no because like a lot of their interaction is actually black.
Sure, but it's like it might be good against stubs, and I feel like you actually would just use it on their cantrip on turn 1 if you had it.
I don't think that they have that many cantrips. I think that version is probably Traverse.
Okay, sure, but this version also has Oko, introduces Oko to the equation. So,
but the question is, do you care about disputing Oko?
Maybe not. I don't know. But we're gonna cut these creatures.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh, interesting. I think most Shadow decks have Snap, so I guess that is some upside for dispute.
Yeah.
I'll have them in. I'm not incredibly sure one way or another, but.
And we're actually. Well, I guess we may bring back some of the creatures, maybe.
The Barals, then, to play around Brutality in case they have it.
You could also. I don't think you cut all. You could. Like, having an extra Gifts is pretty good in this matchup, I think. And. Abrade's not on the radar. They're not a Damping Sphere deck, right?
No. Well, sorry. The version I played against at the Envy actually did have Damping Sphere in its sideboard, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. It's just like, this card is so bad versus them otherwise.
What happened to our other copy of Empty? Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's just, they're in different piles.
Oh, yeah. Okay. These should be here, though. I think this is how I want to be.
Yeah, I'm fine with
and
this.
If we get sphered and we can't overcome it with Aria, that's fine. Ariana Grande of Flame. Yo, happy Friendsgiving, Basic Swamp. What's up, Ferrando? Oh, and I mean, I guess we keep.
Sure, yeah. Devil Summer doing what it does best, getting Thoughtseize on turn 0.
I mean, if they Thoughtseize that, I mean, that's the same as Thoughtseizing anything, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kind of has that look about it, too.
I mean, what's going to happen is they're...
Okay, so this is the list I played against at the Envy. It's 4-color Shadow.
Okay. I
I
forgot that was the thing.
no,
Why are we playing a deck that doesn't have Once Upon a Time in it? We should probably just be splashing Once Upon a Time in Storm since we have green anyway.
what did you only have 7 creatures that you care?
Yeah, but our creatures are really good.
Yeah, dude, I think that
very important to our overall strategy.
I think that is pushing it.
I think maybe if we just like cut down to 16 land and then like cut like an opt and I don't know the main deck empty or something and just played 4 Once Upon a Time, it might actually improve our deck. It might. I'm being serious. I don't know.
I understand where you're at. I think the real issue with that is they are really, really not very good to draw in the middle of your combo turns.
That is true.
That's a major downside to it.
I kind of want to like fuck around and waste a day trying it now, but
I think I'm still gonna play this tapped, even though it gives away a lot of information.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they already have, like 6/7 of our hand, so it doesn't really matter about giving away information. May as well just make the technically correct play.
So I believe their deck has Tarmogoyf, 4 Elkos, 4 Onces, Bobble, Thought Scour, Delve Threats. And I believe the red is only for Teamer Battle Rage, which is obviously pretty good in this matchup specifically.
So they don't have like any bolts or any Colgan's commands or anything like that.
Don't think so.
The creatures may be better in this version against this version than they are against Grixis. So maybe we want to bring back some like the other Barals.
Yeah, maybe. One thing we can do, if really necessary, is we could Ritual, Manamorphose, Dispute something. I don't know if that actually wants to happen. This is cute. I don't want to dispute that, obviously. Like, who cares?
No.
But this is an option to like burn effectively 2 cards to counter their Death Shadow. If we think that's a good route.
I can't imagine that. I mean, if they're playing Death Shadow, that also means they have potential stubs up, and that plays into stubs. Like,
yeah, I agree, and I believe their deck does have stub. Ooh, getting Street Wraith is kind of nice there. Huh? Is there a reason to EOT Cycle Street Wraith?
Not really.
No, but I think you're supposed to save it for Bobble. Yeah, that was sort of weird. It's okay though. Like, I honestly think one of the upsides to playing like black-green base shadow decks is this card is incredible. Just being able to manipulate your life total every turn is great.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Grixis versions can play Fiery Islet, which is not quite the same.
Yeah, it's not as good as that.
Got us. We're definitely not ritual mystical disputing this.
No. That basically is what they want us to do, really, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but my point was, what if you draw Mishra's Bauble? I mean, I guess it's possible their deck doesn't have Mishra's Bauble. But also, you just gain information if you wait to cycle Street Wraith, right?
Yeah, there's no reason to, like, unless you have, I don't know, 0 mana things you want to do on your opponent's end step.
But this is a 4/4 now, which is kind of... maybe I'll dispute this creature.
I don't hate that.
I think we're actually forced to by this point.
Yeah, because it's because of the clock.
I really, really, really hope I draw Aria of Flame.
After we blow all of our rituals.
It doesn't matter. It FTKs the shadow.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, Aria of Flame would still be quite good. So.
Are they trying to figure out why we're doing this?
Well, fuck around and find out.
Also, this play to me indicates they don't have stub in their hand for what it's worth.
Agree.
Yeah, what's up, Ellie? Hope you're having a good one. Doesn't matter how I tap. Alright, that was not Aria of Flame, but we will cast Convolute. Alright. Aria of Flame. Aria of Flame. Come on. Come on, chat.
Or just spell. Spell would be fine.
Aria of Flame!
Let's not be picky. Is that an Aria of Flame?
No, it's an empty Lawrence. Do I empty for 4?
Man. What are the odds that our opponents last? I would not. No, I think we just play our Tarn and pass.
We don't know the location of any cards, right? So I can just crack
No.
for Steam Vents.
Correct.
I hope I don't die to this Shadow.
Because the reason we didn't do this is I think our opponent will do things that lower their life total if they can.
And then the empty becomes a lot better because we might be able to set up a racing situation. Sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, the one downside is if we get Thoughtseize this turn, all of his plans fall apart completely, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, that'll suck, but also I feel like they would have used Thoughtseize sooner than now if they had it, so they don't have to draw it. So.
Yep, this was likely.
Code.
Yep.
And this is fine.
It actually makes it really hard to race with empty for what it's worth, but whatever.
Well, but we can still buy a shitload of time with empty, so that's okay.
Sure. Alright. Come on, something good. I'm not picky. Actually, I guess I am kind of picky.
That's not good.
I still think
we gotta decide if we want to.
Yeah. Well, the problem is we only have one Piff in our deck, so it's hard to top deck Piff.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Piff is not that exciting.
Yeah, Piff would be pretty bad here, honestly. So we literally couldn't use it this turn. So.
Do we want to burn these to do this again? To do it now?
I'd still wait one turn. Just because at this point, 4 goblins isn't really that good, so.
No, basic swamps, there are 2 Piffs in our deck. It's just we side one out a lot of the time. No. I think Mystic Sanctuary, when you have Spirebluff Canal in your deck, is not great. So you have a really, really, really low land count, so sometimes the Sanctuary being tapped is going to bite you in the butt. Those are my reasons for currently not liking it. Oh, look, they showed Discipline, didn't fetch to Suicide. I actually like that from them. I think often people get themselves killed by doing shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, they have a clock anyway that's 1 turn, so there's no reason to. And
I'm going to lead with Sleight of Hand, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can Serum Visions Ritual empty.
Yeah.
And just pretend they don't have anything, obviously, because we're so dead if they have anything.
Yeah, if they have stubs, we're sad, but whatever. I guess we should have played Ritual first, just to make him think about it, but whatever. We had top one, bottom the other. It's like a card we want to draw next turn, but having the second one would just make the first one worse.
Okay. Alright, hope they don't have Plague Engineer. What if they do have Flusterstorm in their hand? Nah, no one plays Flusterstorm, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I actually think one likely holding for them is a removal spell.
Probably. Or 2.
2.
Maybe they have Pulse. That'd be annoying.
Look. We don't talk about cards that they could have that would ruin us here. Whoa.
I just did, though. Plague Engineer in 3, 2, 1.
Snapcaster as Ambush Viper. Oh no, it becomes a Hill Giant, right? Yeah, it'll be a Hill Giant.
Oh shit, Oko's so good.
Yeah? You know there are people at the last MC who chose not to register that card?
Yeah, wow.
It's 31% of the players chose not to register that card. I'm like, what the heck are you all doing?
Yeah, what's really annoying is if our opponent makes Snapcaster a 3/3 and attacks with everything, we don't even have lethal on the crackback.
1, 2. Why not?
Because we'd have to.
No, I only have to block 1 creature. Oh, no, never mind. I was at 6. Okay, but they chose not to attack whatsoever. Weinberg played 8 Oakham mirrors at the MC. Oh, also Weinberg requalified already, so
Isn't that yeah? That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Isn't that's pretty sweet. Can't turn that Aria into an elk, motherfucker.
the way Shroud said that made me laugh so much.
Isn't 8 Okomirs like? Wasn't that kind of
No,
average for
no,
that NC?
no. So if only 0.69, you actually expect to play against 0.69 times 8.
Yeah, that's
No,
I mean, yeah,
sorry,
no,
0.69 times 10. So you'd
I forgot
expect
that there were draft rounds. I'm dumb. Don't mind me.
they should print Infernal Tutor in Modern. It is in Modern. That's just it's just not good without Lion's Eye Diamond. That's the real problem.
Yeah, it is a modern legal magic.
I think I should just play this land.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, it's from Dissension, aka the Rakdos set. I remember when that card first got spoiled, people were like, this card is shit. And then people realized Lion's Eye Diamond plus that card is broken as hell. You probably remember those days too. You were still playing.
I do. I feel like the realizing that it worked with LED happened pretty much instantaneously, but
it was not that instantaneous. Yeah, it's funny because people thought Leto was shit, but it turns out when you put those two cards together, it's incredible. This is not so good.
No, not a good one.
I think we're gonna lose to this Oko slowly. It's just gonna be so hard to kill them.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, they can bank up a bunch of food, but they can only gain 3 life a turn. So that's
yep, there's the push we suspected on like turn whatever.
Yeah. That was a weird use of a push.
No,
I feel like I would have just gained 3 life there.
No, but they're not going to bang up food. They're going to make a 3/3 every other turn, right?
Well, they could do that 1 turn, I guess. But yeah, I guess that's fair.
No, that's like a much better play.
Okay. Well, the way they're playing, it makes more sense. But they should have just been attacking and eating up some goblins all along. So.
Does double blocking, triple blocking both do anything? Not really. That means I have less blockers for the shadow. On the other hand, like, does this improve for me? Because they could just make another 3/3 next turn. I think I'm supposed to trump both.
Yeah.
This is really not good, though.
Chumping both.
Like, the problem is trading off 6 goblins for those 2 is not actually great.
Yeah. Because, chumping makes sense. It still kind of sucks, but it makes the most sense. It like buys us the maximal amount of time and sort of vaguely represents the most threat.
Well, I believe we are dead.
Yeah.
The real problem is if they animate this one next turn and attack with all 4 of them, we have to block all 4. No, we only have to block 3 of them, I guess. But the problem is we don't even have a lethal crackback.
They wouldn't animate the food? I don't know, maybe they will. But what they should do is animate the Snapcaster Mage.
I think that was actually supposed to happen the first turn the snap was in play.
Agree, but
whatever, like.
Yeah, best time to do it was immediately. Second best time is now.
Not attacking with this one is lethal seems really bizarre to me.
Yeah. Our opponent is giving us a lot of time.
If I fetch to 5, does that change anything? No.
Nope, sure doesn't.
Because we're not going to have enough blockers for next turn anyways. So, I just crack this. Well, we only have 1 Piff in our deck currently, Weinberg, so that's going to be difficult.
But not impossible.
Alright. Yeah. That sucked. It kind of sucked a lot. I feel like we bricked off so much. We didn't even side out that much gas, right? I mean, we side.
Was such a buzzkill. It just no break from this card.
So, do you still want Baral in the deck?
Nah. Well, What would you bring in instead?
Second Piff and one Abrade.
One Abrade. What's the what? Why the Abrade?
I guess Sphere, but maybe I should just ignore it. I kind of I'm kind of into the second Piff.
Okay, that's fine.
But the question is, what should the last card? One Remand is
honestly, Remand doesn't seem bad here, right? I mean, they do still have Gurmag and Snapcaster.
Is Remand better than Dispute? I think it is, actually.
Yeah, it might be.
Alright. Yeah, them showing us removal in game 2. The thing is, Shroud is like the only person who sideboards this way. I think most people just leave in the creatures and try to overload removal instead.
I honestly don't know what other people do at this point.
The pieces are in our deck, so I'm confused. Raceland. All of the pieces are in our deck. Also, this hand is... What do you think?
This hand is good if there's a land, so I would keep. I want to just keep and opt for land.
I'm going to main phase the opt, actually. Because getting that countered is actually game losing, I think.
Yeah.
No, we had pieces in our deck.
Yeah, we had them. We just didn't draw one. Nope, get it out. I mean, bottoming it is approximately the same as casting it, so.
Fawn, let's go. I guess if they're fawning our opt, we're probably okay with that.
Yeah, we have a lot of good targets for fawn, so if they get
Alright, so they do have baubles, which means the Street Wraith thing game 2 made no sense.
Jarvis still holding on to that moral superiority.
I'm not holding on to it, I'm just thinking about it.
Sure.
Shroud's just such a hater. Alright, well, guess I'll play Sleight of Hand.
Yep.
Yo, what's up, Stu?
Doing it instead of Serum Visions, because it's...
Yeah. If we hit a land, it's so much better. Because now we can play the Serum Visions, which I think we absolutely want to do. I'm just going to get Steam Vents.
Second card down, so worked out perfectly. What up, Stu?
Stu, happy Friendsgiving. Alright, I think... Do I want both?
Probably not. I think we still want to hit another land draw because we have this Gifts, so I think we just... Bottom Ritual, keep Steam Vents.
Yeah. That's my instinct, too. You're finally over your flu shot dying. Well, that's good to hear, friend. Dying is horrible.
Dying's overrated.
Is dying underrated or overrated?
That's probably not true. Dying is probably correctly rated.
I mean, guess it depends on what your motivations are.
I guess that's fair.
If your motivation is to investigate the theory that there's an afterlife...
Okay. Nope. Our opponent tapped out, which means we don't have to respect stubs, and we can just jam this Aria into play.
I do enjoy how Aria is actually pretty good for Stamping Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, pretty good might be a stretch. It's a plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's legit.
I hope it doesn't get decayed or some shit. That would suck.
Do you think maybe we should just not be playing empty at all? Just have more.
Yeah, Arias? Didn't the first list I gave you had 4 Aria on the sideboard?
Yeah, but that seemed asinine, so I cut it.
Yeah, but now you're looking at it again, seeing it might be correct, right?
Yeah, maybe.
nice. Yeah, maybe.
I don't think you want all 4. I'll put it that way. You may want the 3rd copy, and then you would get an extra slot to play with.
Try Anesthesia. Thank you for the follow. I think our opponent has Angler and is debating if they want to tap all the way out to cast it because of the Damping Sphere. And they do. That's kind of awkward.
This is super awkward.
A land there would have been so insane, I think.
Yeah. Ugh.
The question is, what do we do now?
God damn it. And yeah, the fact that they tanked there means and the way they play turn one, they almost certainly have the stubs in hand.
I think so as well. Yeah.
So I don't know. We could ritual grape them. How do you feel about that? It's so bad.
We can ritual Grapeshot that deals how much damage? No, we can't do that, right?
Yeah, you actually. Well, no, yeah, you can. It's not good, but you can do it. I mean, you
Why?
can.
Wait, hold on. 3. Wouldn't the Grapeshot cost 4 then?
Yeah, but we'll have that much.
No. Oh, isn't Desperate break even? Oh no,
so
we
the
we do it
first
4.
Desperate gets us up to 4
Yeah.
mana. The second Ritual keeps us at 4 mana, and then we have 4 mana for the Grapeshot.
So it'd be 4 damage plus 6 damage, right? That's 10.
It'd be 1 from the Ritual, 2 from the Ritual, 5 from the Grapeshot.
Oh.
So it'd be 8 damage. And then from there we would need to cast
Ritual Grapeshot?
Three more spells, right? One of which would be Grapeshot.
So
I think 1 Ritual and Grapeshot makes some sense here.
We cannot kill Angor. The Aria only targets planeswalkers or players. Weinberg. Otherwise, the play would be pretty easy. I think obviously killing the Angor would be great. Well, we cannot do that. Should have played more Modern Horizons draft, where I never put this card in my deck because I thought it was a trap. And it was.
What, Aria? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really not good.
Yeah, every time my opponent played it, I was like, hey, mulligan, plus I gain much life.
I think I saw it be good exactly once, and it was a very extreme case. But I think
in order for Aria to be good, the rest of your deck had to be bad. That's the real problem.
Yeah. That is actually the real problem with the card. Gosh. Land would have been so insane there. But maybe we can kill them anyways, like... Alright, 100% convinced they have a Stubborn Denial in their hand.
Yep.
Problem is, if they actually have TBR, we die next turn. I usually just don't pay attention to what people say because half the time they just say random stuff. But... It's not good.
Yeah, so this sucks.
What happens if we go Ritual, Serum Visions?
So we can kill Oko, if that's helpful. I don't know that it is.
I don't think that's helpful whatsoever. We can't kill them, can we? I think Ritual Serum Visions actually is good.
I mean, so the thing is, we may have to kill Oko because we're dead to the Oko.
Oh shit, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we have to do that. So this play is forced then, right?
Not forced. We could just play Serum Visions and then.
Then we die, right?
I hope there's land on top of our deck, but we may need there to be land on top of our deck anyway. So I might.
Look, we die to Stubborn Denial no matter what. I'm not worrying about that basic swamps.
Yeah.
That's.
I might just cast the Serum Visions and just still have a Desperate Ritual so that our empty is good.
Whatever. I'm a coward.
There will be no blocking of warriors today.
Do I want the other land? I bought him the Remand because very clearly it's bad here.
Yeah, their Remand is definitely bad. So next turn we play an empty and then we chump once and then we have another chump. I don't
think the land's good.
No, I don't think the land does anything.
But we're also going to shuffle and play Grapeshot, right?
We can't because Grapeshot costs 4.
Oh, never mind. Okay. All right. If they have TVR, we die, but that's fine. I mean, can't do anything about it. Like, we literally can't play around anything, so I'm not going to.
Yep. That's how it works. Their hand could be a bunch of Death Shadows.
Could be. Alright, cool.
You know there's a Scalding Tarn on the bottom.
Yeah, so I guess fetching is the same, except we thin steam vents.
Yeah.
So I guess it's
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Technically correct to do it. Best kind of correct. A ritual would actually be okay here, I think.
I like accidentally correct more than technically correct. So
look, we can't beat anything. That's fine. If they have an Oko, they have an Oko.
Yeah, so we jam empty, we dome them to 10, and then we fade a turn, and then we opt Grapeshot, and they're dead.
Yeah.
We just need none of the 5 cards in their hand to do anything.
One can be a fatal push.
Sure.
If they have 2 fatal pushes, we obviously lose, but that's fine. I mean, what the hell is their hand? Probably shadows? It probably is shadows, right?
Just like quad Death Shadow?
No, probably 2 shadows. Well, if they have 2 fatal pushes, we're dead, so we don't want that to happen. If they have 1 fatal push, that's fine. Okay. This is such a weird game.
5 shadows, yeah, exactly.
Tarmogoyf? Oh, this makes sense. Nurturing peatland.
It'll make sense if they drew 1 for this turn.
But... okay, so we killed them, I guess?
Let's do it. Oh, and we can kill them with a Remand, too, so that's...
No, I mean...
if they play anything, yeah, you know what I mean.
So am I supposed to say go, then?
No.
Okay.
I guess they could have...
does food matter? No, because this steals 7. They can go to 7.
Opt for flavor. Could they have... What about, like, the green storm game 3? Would that be a card they might have? Can we play around that? I guess we can just pass the turn and ritual, so that's fine. We can do that, right? We can ritual in their upkeep.
Yeah. Also, what they could hypothetically do is they could crack their food and we could just ritual with that on the stack, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that seems pretty likely to happen.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, that was a bizarre game. I did not think the game would play out like that. But I guess shadow games get weird, right?
Yes.
Aria, I think, was super insane that game. They had the Battle Rage?
Did they just draw a bunch of cards to show us stuff or something?
They just drew 1 card.
Drew their next card.
I don't know what happened.
What the hell? They did have the Battle Rage and they just didn't
no,
with it.
No. That was probably top decked, right? Well, it's in the middle of the hand.
Third in the stack then.
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, DC Sports? We're trying to figure out what happened that Shadow game. I have no idea.
At least 1 Thoughtseize they could have played. Did they think that, like, if they Thoughtseize, they were gonna, their life total was gonna be? That was weird.
They were so dead to Aria by so much that I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird. No, like no storm decks have fawn. I don't understand what happened. I'm just confused.
Yeah, that was very peculiar.
All I'm going to say is...
I tried Fawn and Storm when it was first printed.
It seems freaking terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So we're 3-0 with Green Storm. Can I call it Green Gift Storm?
You can call it whatever you want, then.
Rug Storm?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, Veil Storm.
Veil Storm. Veil
Makes
Storm.
sense. Or fuck it, let's just call it Storm. Why we gotta be cute?
DC Sports, it's very windy today. I'm kind of afraid power will go out, but I'm not going to worry about it. If power goes out, I might just message people. Hopefully we're not in a match if power does go out, but I'm planning on leaving around noon anyways to Friendsgiving. But until then, we still have at least 2 more matches and maybe a 6th match. I haven't decided yet.
Combined powers of you and Shrouts.
Sometimes we're powerful, and sometimes we keep any hand.
Sometimes.
This is definitely a keep, I think. Actually, it's sort of borderline, right?
Borderline's a strong word. I mean, it's a keep. It's not a great hand or anything, but it's. I don't think you can consider mulliganing it.
This is really not what we want.
I mean, you have 2 lands, cantrip, enabler, and action spell. So
is this like Lantern?
It's not a perfect hand. You'd like a ritual.
Oh my god, is this Mill? Oh. Wait.
It's fine.
No, it's Crabvine. It's Crabvine, actually.
Okay.
I saw that they were targeting themselves. I'm like, oh.
Alright.
So this is
like it would. I kind of wish it was Mill because like we have both the Past and Flames in our hands, so we're safe from their main deck extraction bullshit.
So one thing to note is this match was straight up a race, obviously.
Yep.
So really our hand is not very good for that, but the question is, do I want to take damage from my land?
Well, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Because it would have been interesting to ask if we wanted to just not play play a tap land instead of playing the Sleight of Hand, but since we do that.
Well, I don't think it's close. I'm taking the Manamorphose because
correct.
If we're trying to
any interaction game 1 for
I don't think so. There's a Narc. All right. Do they have land? See, okay. There's a huge difference between them having land Secret Keeper there versus not, because the Venvine is their real clock, right?
Yep.
But I think we're gonna easily win instead.
Yeah, since we drew this ritual, we would have been fine through the.
Yeah, but without that, I think it's actually really close. But without them having the 4/3 haste that turn, I don't think it'll be close whatsoever.
Agree.
Are they stuck on one land with Huge Red Crab? Alright, so I think we just kill them real good, right?
Yep. Get them dead. Murder them dead.
Am I supposed to Manamorphose first, then Ritual Splice Ritual?
You could if you wanted. I don't think it matters.
Funny that Breeding Pool casts Manamorphose.
That is kind of cute.
Do I make 2 red? And leave the Steam Vents untapped?
May as well.
Just to make sure, this is super lethal, right?
Super lethal. You can literally do whatever the hell you want.
Okay. It's been a while. Oh, I see. We'll have 6. Alright. I guess I cast the gifts first, but it doesn't really matter. Because...
Yeah. You're not actually hiding any information by doing that, because they know you have the other ritual, but whatever.
I'm just going to get the Grapeshot.
Sure. Just save some time.
Well, our opponent conceded in response to gifts, so that saves the maximum amount of time.
Yeah.
So, do they have Damping Sphere? I don't remember.
I have no idea how these decks are built.
Let's go check.
Damping Sphere seems like it'd be pretty good in their deck, right? Because they don't... They play... They just need to play 2 spells on turn 2. Damping Sphere doesn't fuck with that, and then once they do that, they don't really need to chain spells.
Sometimes they have Damping Sphere, sometimes they have Stain the Mind. Sometimes they have Brutality. Sometimes they have Fatal Push. So what I'm getting at is I think Veil is actually okay versus them, but I think Empty's only okay. They can go wide as well, is sort of the problem.
Empty seems pretty mediocre, although it might be a necessary.
I think if I'm going to hedge versus Stain the Mind, I'd rather have Aria of Flame. I think I'm going to take out Remand for sure, though.
Yeah, Remand seems ass.
I
might
might
keep all our creatures in racing matchups.
I might hedge versus Damping Sphere, but I'm not sure. They have like 2-ish, 3-ish.
Yeah.
It's 2 to 3 pretty consistently. Sometimes they have Leyline of the Void. So I could shave 1 Past in Flames.
Yeah, I mean, I think shaving 1 Past in Flames is right almost always in post-war games. And then bring in the 3 pieces, probably.
Alright, I'm satisfied with this configuration, I think. So I was considering Veil, but I think it's just too bad.
I kind of hate having 3 pieces and then 7 creatures and 2 Arias in the deck at once, but I'm trying to decide if there's...
We could shave like 1 Electromancer.
The thing is, I actually really like the... I might cut 1 pieces and bring a Gifts back, maybe.
Okay. I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah, this is reasonable. Yeah, like I'm thinking about like my board heuristics, for example, versus Dredge. Value the Remands a lot because Remand's a lot better against Conflagrate, but here
it's not real. I think Remand's basically unplayable in this matchup.
Yeah.
Do you keep on the draw? Probably, right?
Yeah, I would keep.
Yeah. Our opponent has a Leyline. That's fine. We hedged versus that, so. Do you think they'll start milling us? Oh my god, this is... Ugh.
What?
They could mill us if we leave on top.
Well, then they don't enact their game plan, so I'm actually fine with that.
Okay.
Also, we can leave on top anyway, and then bottom the Grapeshot, right? Because we don't want it in exile.
Yeah.
We wanted to have it.
Like
shuffle it back up eventually.
There might be like a weird corner case where all of our Grapeshots get exiled or something like this.
Yeah.
DC Sports. This is from Card Hoarder. I have Chinese Invasion Ops IRL.
Sick brag.
Is that a brag?
Maybe. I don't know.
Not really. It's just a statement.
Yeah, I know.
Humble brag. Look, Shroud has some Chinese sleight of hands.
I do, actually. And I gotta be honest, I have no idea where this came from.
I don't know what my opponent's asking me. And yeah, they're milling themselves. They have Carrion Feeder? Interesting.
Are we live? He's probably asking if you're streaming.
Okay. I mean...
Maybe.
Maybe not.
He may have been asking if for you to show him a Grapeshot, so he would.
No, that was. I mean, that was 2 minutes ago, right? The timestamps indicate.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I'm just gonna jam one of these. Which one am I supposed to jam?
Electromancer is the worst one, and it.
Well, so the flip side to that is Electromancer dies to brutality.
Oh, that's a thing.
I'm gonna play Baral.
Yep.
I think life total actually matters in this matchup. They have creeping chills and shit as well, so. Well, sometimes they have creeping chill. I don't know what you cut to side in Leyline of the Void. It could be like anything. Well, okay, they have chillin still. I guess that makes sense because it shaves turns off the clock.
Mm-hmm.
It's a free spell, and they have Prized Amalgam, generally speaking, so you need stuff like that. Should I just try to kill them? Oh, it's harder with the Leyline, right?
Yeah, I would... Let's opt before we do anything else. Interesting.
I mean, we could keep it...
we can keep that and jam Electromancer.
Okay. Am I getting Island or Steam Vents?
Probably Island. Right, because life total does matter, and once we have Electromancer in play, we're probably not going to be bottlenecked on red.
Attacking with a 1/3 into an 0/2 does not seem like a good idea.
Correct.
Oh,
Strong
untapped.
analysis.
They have not milled very good things. Alright, so they left a mana up. What does that mean?
Did they
They
shock themselves?
they shocked to do that, so it's not free. Oh,
Yeah.
it means that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we have to do things.
Probably. Man. I really wish we had an empty the warrens in our deck now.
I asked you about this. Remember?
Did you?
Yeah.
I think you did.
No, we said we discussed it, and I was like, I said it was easy for them to go wide, but then I forgot how many of their things can't block. So I don't know. I think we should lead with Serum Visions, though.
Well, slow down. Because like if we gifts for, God, we only have two win conditions, right? We can gifts for Grapeshot and Aria. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't have another like money card to gifts for.
Nope.
Jesus, this is awkward.
A little bit awkward.
So yeah, I guess we do lead with Serum Visions.
I note we are not actually dead next turn.
We're gonna bottom both of these, I think.
Should I play another Serum Visions then?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's actually pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Might be able to generate enough stuff next turn to kill them. So now
yeah, let's top them both and put the Manamorphose on top.
Yep. Can we kill them this turn?
I want to just go do shit. I want to go ham. How do you feel about going ham? Like
we should figure out
ritual Manamorphose. Okay. Yeah, I want to cast spells this turn.
Okay.
We've already got some storm count, so we may as well. I would have held the other ritual, but even though I literally just I was thinking out loud, but I.
Okay. I'm gonna make 2 blue though.
Yeah, we definitely make 2 blue here. Then we
know our top card is Grapeshot.
Yes, so we're gonna make 2 more blue. We don't have Remands either. Why did we sideboard in a way that makes it really hard for us to kill our opponent?
So we can gifts for pieces of the puzzle, actually.
Yeah.
And a bunch of cantrips, right?
We can gifts for... Yeah, that would work. We throw Aria into what? Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm going to cast gifts off blue-red. Because I think our blue might be needed.
Yeah, so we can gifts for what? Like, pieces, Manamorphose, Sleight Serum? Is that what you're trying to do here?
I think that's what I want to do.
Okay, I don't hate that.
Oh, sorry, what did we say? Pieces?
You cast it with the wrong color.
Oh, shit. Shit. I literally talked it out loud and then I blew it.
Yeah.
What does getting Aria do?
Puts Aria in the graveyard. Really
no, but so that might actually be good because it might give us what we actually want, right?
I mean, sure, but like we're just trying to cantrip and trying to build storm, or man, we boarded in a way that really makes this hard to do.
I don't think I want to get the other cantrip now because of the mana situation.
I know. I would not get Aria with this, and I would just get the other 2 cantrips. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Because we're probably at a point where we're gonna need to find Aria and win with it, even though that's really awkward to do.
Could have gotten a second gifts. I'm not sure that actually accomplishes very much.
I don't hate that. Actually, we should have thought about that since we have...
I thought about it. I just didn't think it was a good idea. 3 pieces in Manamorphose. What?
Because if we get the second... Because the second gifts can gifts for a bunch of rituals.
Sure. Maybe I should have done that then.
Yeah.
You can't get 3 pieces and Manamorphose off Gifts Ungiven. Gifts requires different names. I think
They
I'm gonna
may.
place. Well, so we need to dig for this turn. So this is actually not very good.
Yeah. Well, let's start with a Sleight of Hand.
Oh, that doesn't do
Dog
anything.
outside lose its fucking mind. Abrade would let us use some of this red mana, so I think we just take it. And when the Serum Vision, the Spirebluff Canal isn't giving us mana, so
Should I just Abrade like a Amalgam?
yeah, we could. Let's.
Or should I play Sleight of Hand first?
Yep.
Sucks. Wait, actually that's kind of okay, right? No,
Yeah.
we still have Steam Vents left in our deck, right?
Yeah.
Right. So really, the best draw possible would actually be Grapeshot.
Yeah, I mean the other Grapeshot would kill them.
Should I opt? Because it sees 2 cards this turn.
Man, that's a lot worse next turn, but yeah, I guess we do.
Okay, well that's actually pretty good for next turn, right?
Yeah, that worked out okay.
So I'm gonna kill an Amalgam and Grapeshot them for 11.
Yep, for it. Don't forget to attack with your Electromancer.
I won't forget. Hopefully I won't. Hold on. Should we do math to see if like a weird Vengevine thing?
Having the blocker matters.
Yeah. I think it might actually matter. Let's see. So currently the plan is they're showing 5, 6. This can block here. That's 4. If they flip, I guess it's hard for them to return Vengevines, but there's also Creeping Chill, so I don't want to attack. I've changed my mind.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I think if we kill them, it'll be by a reasonable amount.
Maybe.
So we've seen no like fatal pushes or thought seizes or anything. Well, this block is definitely happening. Question is, do I want to chump that?
No.
Okay. I guess I'm fine dying to double chill if that happens.
It'd be really hard for them to pull that off.
Is it? Like, if they have a fetch, they just see 12 cards, right?
I guess that's reasonable, yeah. But it seems unlikely that they do have that because they've missed a land drop already this game. So
No, they haven't. It's their turn 5.
You are right. I thought we were one turn further in the cycle.
No, they're just making a bunch of counters on their Great Roller instead, and then we'll get to try to kill them again. What does that do?
I think we lead with gifts off Mountain Island.
Yeah.
That thins the deck out for pieces of
I was thinking the exact same thing, actually. Should I just get a bunch of rituals then?
What else can we get? I mean, yeah, I think we get the 2 rituals. Is Aria good here anymore? If we get like 2 rituals, Manamorphose Aria.
No, because Aria would require 5 spells to kill them with after the Aria.
Yeah, we'll have a ritual and pieces of the puzzle, and like we have, assuming pieces hits 2 spells, we have 5. So yeah, I think we get Aria, 2 rituals, and a Manamorphose.
So like
they probably just give us 2 rituals here, but that's fine.
All right. Okay.
And then
guess we play pieces, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Great.
Tilt.
So what happens next turn? Guess I'm dead.
We are dead.
So I need to... Wow, that guy sucked.
Yep.
Alright, I guess we're going to game 3. I can't do anything, right?
What?
I cannot do anything, right?
No, yeah, we're Dobbs here.
That was kind of insane. Maybe I should have Grapeshotted their creatures, but I don't think that's like really productive.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything at that point in the game.
Okay. I think we should adjust how we sideboard slightly. I think putting in 1 empty for 3rd gifts makes it a lot easier. Do we want the 3rd pieces? Because of Leyline?
I think we can cut the Abrades, right? We didn't see any...
Yeah, we saw a large portion of their deck. Like, obviously they still could have it, but...
Yeah. So I think we've cut the Abrades. We can bring in the extra pieces and...
Extra empty?
Extra, or Remand. I mean, Remand would have been lethal at any point in that game, so...
Okay. I'll leave 1 Remand.
And it cycles, so yeah. As long as, like, we just want, like, cards with different names we can gifts for, right?
Yeah, that was actually really awkward. I think if we had sideboarded slightly differently, it would have been very easy to win, right?
Yep.
Keep, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, it sounds like you don't want to keep.
I don't know. It's, I mean, yeah, it's an I guess, but... Man.
I think it's barely a keep if I had to guess. Right. I'll do it.
It's fine. It's fine.
You have 2 cantrips and like you have pieces.
The problem is
we did not get Leyline too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Because
we need to hit 2 things pretty much immediately off of our cantrips, right? Like we need to hit a land, obviously, but also we need a creature.
Do I bottom both then? The ritual is like doesn't really. Well, actually, the land is good, right?
They're both decent, but yeah, I think we do bottom the ritual and we
keep the land. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Lawrence? Hope you're having a good one. We're doing a quick stream before Friendsgiving.
The Marvelous Jarvelous.
Oh, they have Thoughtseize in. Guess I just say go.
No, I would crack Tarn, or we fetched, right? So.
Oh, so you want a Manamorphose for blue-red?
No, I would opt. And actually, let's not crack anything yet because we know stuff. And
got it. We know they're like. Okay, well, I don't want that really, right?
I don't think so. No.
Great, thank you.
Works out. Works just fine.
Right.
And the reason we did that is so that if we drew another cantrip, we could play it.
Right. That makes sense, actually. Alright, nothing in their yard yet. So they have like a black creature in their hand, probably.
Like,
oh, there's a Vengevine. That's kind of terrifying.
The Vengevine is coming. Dun, dun, dun,
oh, okay.
Let's go.
Well, at least we're not getting attacked by Vengevine this turn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize is decent.
It's decent here. I think your
piece of the puzzle is annoying. But...
Yeah, I think their play is forced to... Whoa.
So, what do they take?
Pyretic Ritual.
Oh, that's weird.
It is weird.
So, yeah, even though we know some stuff on the bottom,
they didn't attack.
Crack the Tarn.
Nice. No attacks, no blocks. It's the classic. Thoughtseize had it. I think I just play pieces this turn, obviously. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm just gonna get Island off Delta.
Correct.
Because again, life total matters in this matchup. Sweet card. It's like Collected Company in a bizarre sort of way. Let's not mention the actual Collected Company instant sorcery card because that card is horrible.
Yeah.
Sorcery. Collected Conjuring, I believe, was the name. Oh my god, why did they put that one in Horizons?
They thought it would be cute. They're like, it's a callback to Collected Company. It'll excite people.
Oh gosh.
I didn't realize that pieces of the puzzle already existed. Are we dead?
9, 10, 12. Yeah. We got turn 3'd. That's kind of insane.
Yeah, it happens. Alright.
Alright, good beats. I mean,
Damn.
their hand was pretty good. Like, we couldn't turn 3 them with our hand. I think we probably had to turn 4, but I'm not. Well, actually, maybe not even, right?
We didn't have it necessarily, but we were gonna have to we couldn't give them 2 more turns, right? So we had to do something next turn. So we were gonna have
Apparently,
to,
we couldn't give them one more turn.
Right? Yeah. You know what I mean. This turn plus another one. Yeah, we were gonna have to Manamorphose and play our rituals and Past in Flames and like hope that we draw something. But
Yeah,
like we were gonna look a lot of cards, so the odds of that happening
2.
weren't low. Okay, yeah, we just had them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, sometimes Modern is a turn 3 format.
Yep.
I don't think their deck consistently turn 3s, but obviously can if you flip 2 more Vengevines and we happen to be at 12. That'll do it for Dutch Boy.
Yeah.
Did we have to fetch Shock? Yeah, we only had 1 land, right? Yes, that's what.
Yeah,
happened.
we had all our basics in play. No, we didn't have the mountain in play. Yeah.
No, we fetch Shocked on turn 1. So that's why.
That's right.
Because we had a 1-lander, so I think it's generally correct to fetch Shock in those scenarios.
Probably.
Well.
Yeah, I wonder if we were maybe supposed to not.
It's okay. Like, shit happens.
Yeah.
I believe this person only plays Shadow.
Sweet.
I believe this hand is not keepable. I believe this hand's also not keepable.
Jarvis, why don't you draw good hands?
I believe this hand is fine for 5 cards.
Yep. I'm alright with it.
Okay, so given their Shadow, do you even bottom the second Baral? You see what I'm saying, right?
Sort of. But I mean, I think we just set up they're gonna take whatever, like they'll Thoughtseize our Baral and then, man, what would you bottom instead? We're gonna bottom 1 land and then what?
All right, I'll bottom Baral land and hope not to get Thoughtseized.
Sure. But also, if we get our Baral Thoughtseize, it's not even that big a deal.
Yeah. Do you want to Vent Sleight or Tarn Island Sleight versus Shadow?
Probably Tarn Island.
Well, so one thing is we put a Tarn and Brawl on the bottom. Does that matter?
Yeah, and that's fine because we expect to lose our Baral, right? So
yeah,
shuffling it back up is okay.
All right. How about this?
Take the Serum, I think.
I think so as well, but I was thinking, and it seems like that's probably right. Alright, so opponent's probably playing like the 4-color Shadow deck again, if I had to guess. I only say that because this person really does only play Shadow in my experience.
I would love it if we just get, like, I don't know, Walking Ballisted or something.
Jam?
Does jamming... Yeah, I guess I don't know what's in these 4-color versions. They only have the fatal pushes?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah, let's just jam.
And you might die, whatever. Oh, Dismember. Okay, whatever. Cannot do anything about that.
Man, remember like 7 seconds ago and I was like, they only have the fatal pushes? And you're like, yeah.
I actually don't think most of those lists play Dismember.
I know.
Not looking great. Tarn fetch for Vents? Or do I just play my land?
I would fetch for a mountain.
Okay.
Fetch
yeah.
Anything.
I think I want to do that because I want to preserve the Scry order, I think. here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Those are cards. I think we top both.
Yeah, I think so.
Baral and play it.
Yep. I think they have a stub in their hand, but it's going to be pretty annoying, but we can't do anything about it. That's actually pretty annoying as well, but... You know...
Everything's annoying.
Everything's annoying when you play against Shadow.
I was going to go with when you mold a 5, but...
Yeah, both. Both, really.
Yeah.
I guess they have Battle Rage. No. Okay. But I have to chump?
Yep.
And then I lose next turn?
All right. Yeah, we're dead.
Okay. That guy sucked a lot.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll get to try our matchup against Shadow again. We are 1 over Shadow in this week, but I think this person's probably more competent than our last opponent. I only say that given I've seen this person have like tons and tons of trophies with Shadow.
I mean, yeah, anyone who you recognize by name as playing this deck is probably better with it than our last opponent, who I thought made some very strange plays.
Agreed. Are we taking a Remand on the play?
Probably. They're not great.
What else did you want to take out?
Well, why do you have all the creatures in?
Yeah, I'm asking which creature should we remove?
All of them, preferably.
Okay.
But so we can bring the Remands back in if we want. What did we have in? We had Mystical Disputes in last time.
Yeah, I think it's kind of shit.
We want at least one more Gifts.
Okay.
And then
maybe just the second Piff is still good.
Maybe, probably could be.
All right, I'm fine with this.
All right.
So I would like to note that versus Shadow decks, I think drawing an Aria is pretty important. So that's probably a reason there were 4 in that other version as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just pointing it out.
I guess it's a card that like you may just need to have 4 of them because you get the first one Thoughtseize. So it's like you need to draw one, but also it can't be in the top 7. It has to be in like cards 8 through 10.
Or you could just have 2 in your opener, and that works.
That's fair. Or you can do that. Yes.
Do you want to just go Tarn go?
Yes, I do. I'm fine with that.
Pretty
Finally
fun.
get to see some Veil of Summer action.
No, I mean this card is really messed up. It's just like why is it a magic card? Still gonna get Breeding Pool tapped. So they like their top card. That's why they took no action, obviously.
Right. Man, the way we're gonna play this game, this Veil of Summer may as well just be face up, but whatever.
It's fine.
That's the nice thing about Veil of Summer is it can be face up and it just doesn't matter.
Do I bottom one Sleight and keep the other? Or do you just want to keep both? Well, keeping both
doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
well, it does if you want to play Serum Visions and draw the second Sleight, then play Sleight.
I think we bottom one and keep the other, so that we can next turn play 2 cantrips and still have Veil of Summer. Although we'll probably use the Veil of Summer at some point, so there's that.
You can always cycle it as long as they've played a blue or black spell. That's the key point of this. So they have Brutality in because they expect to kill our Electromancer with it. We have no Electromancers in our deck, so...
Got him.
Did we really get him? I mean, like...
Maybe. Could be, sort of. So if they play Gurmag here and leave up the thing and we still don't use our Veil of Summer this turn?
No, I don't think so.
This is fine, though.
This is fine. We can use Veil to, like, Pyroblast a Stone Denial, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to Sleight first, I guess?
Yep.
Definitely playing the Canal. This is not
Empty's
great.
pretty good.
I mean,
It's not great, but it's not bad. All right.
funnily enough, Veil doesn't do anything for surgical extraction. With regards to Stu's comment. Or did they think about...
I had to ask about that earlier too.
Ooh. Well, how many of these cards do I want?
I think we bottom Grape and keep Desperate Ritual.
That was my intuition as well. Also, weirdly, you can use this as like a silence if you really want to. Only for blue and black spells, obviously.
Wait, silence? How?
Because it makes your spells not counterable this turn.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was thinking
but there's really no reason to do that unless if you're like fearing something very specific. I don't even know what.
Yeah. I thought you meant like proactively, like keep them from playing spells on their main phase kind of thing. So slow down. Let's think through this shit like adults.
Okay, like adults. I'm always so eager to do the thing.
Yeah, I know. And it's probably right to just do the thing, right? But like double stubs would be really bad here.
I don't think we can do anything about that. I think the stubs are going to just be so good this entire game that we should play into it.
Yeah, I mean, Ritual Emptied Warrens is relevant against that. But,
no, it's not that good. Like the problem is the creatures don't size well.
That's fair. Yeah,
I think I'm just going to Aria.
Passing the second turn and like trading one Gifts with the stub is a possibility as well. But whatever. Yeah, I'm fine with Aria.
No, if we lead with Veil, they just stub it. Or sorry, if we lead with Veil, they just stub it, and it's not great. Like, I think the upside of them only having one stub, which is hypothetically possible, is just so much higher.
I mean, them having one stub is pretty much a mortal lock, I would say. But
I agree, but
I think the double stubs is
woo!
a fairly reasonable expectation.
Woohoo! How about FTK that shit?
Yeah, that was satisfying.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I really just think you have to play into the double stub there. I don't think you can do anything about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think our opponent also realized that we are a pretty mortal lock to have that. Because, like, based on the play patterns, this was untapped every turn.
Yeah.
But they were just like, they were probably just hoping, well, maybe they don't have it, then this plays pretty good because you save your shadow.
If we have it, you've got to get us to use it eventually. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think all plays made sense on both sides. Well, they took gifts. Do you want to make a lot of goblins?
Would they have another stubs if they didn't use the other stubs last game? That's kind of weird.
It's basically impossible, I think. So do you want to go for the full greed value?
Kinda.
That involves casting Pass in Flames in my book.
Yeah. The full greed value would be Pyretic, Desperate, Pass in Flames, Pyretic, Desperate, Empty.
Yeah. I think that's probably right.
Kills them, I think.
Yeah, but I'm also afraid of them peeling like Battle Rage, so that's why I want to do things this turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, we may as well, yeah. Let's just play the rituals and.
Also, they're F6'd, which you really should not do in these scenarios.
Yeah. Okay, if they're F6, then they are dead. Yep. Right? Yeah, just.
Opponent conceded. They saw that we were going to just do all the stuff. Kind of wonder what our top card is. Alright. Can I take the Remands out on the draw?
You can, but what would you bring in?
Dispute is sort of good in the scenarios where they try to exactly choke you with one stub, right? I guess it's not that good.
It's not great. I mean, it's also we already have 3 Veil, and it's kind of that same effect. It's just a lot worse.
Okay. I'm just gonna.
No, I think Remand is fine. It buys some time.
And also the Remand Grapeshot thing is pretty relevant. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Lawrence. That's the exact point I was trying to bring up, but think generally the synergy with Grapeshot and the fact that it cycles is probably slightly better, even though it's like kind of awkwardly costed.
Yeah, Mystic Dispute, it might be better if you like. For Mystic Dispute to be better, you basically have to be committed to like snapping off whatever their turn 1 play is, like Mystic Disputing their Serum Visions or whatever.
Yeah, which I don't hate, but also a lot of those lists.
I hate it, but I don't necessarily want to be
let me explain something to you.
Doing that.
A lot of those decks have gone really low on blue cantrips, so you're not even guaranteed to have like a productive use for Dispute.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty good against Snapcaster too.
Hello, Abrade Becca 51 ID. Welcome to the stream. This is our last match, I think, for the day. Probably gonna call it quits after this, so Shark can go back to bed.
Deal.
I know how you think, bro.
Yep.
You are snapping off that nap after this.
Yep.
But
this is a keep. It's another like.
This is actually like reasonably good. Ooh, opponent 1 to 6. Fist pump. Although like
it's a hand that like would look really bad in the dark, but is actually like knowing the matchup and that it's a post-war game. It's pretty sweet.
I think versus those decks, you just try to not mulligan if at all possible.
Yep.
Did I just get advertised on? I guess I did. Whatever.
Wait, what?
That's clearly a. If you read that.
Yeah, that is very weird, but it's like.
They're
just advertising us, right? So.
No, they're advertising making emotes and sub badges.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna bottom the piff and keep the pieces, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I might have kept both. But...
I can't undo it anymore, so.
Yeah, I was about to say that, yeah.
Oh, it's a known bot?
Yeah, I can never fall asleep during the day. The secret, Squeak Splitters, and I don't necessarily recommend this as a life strategy. The secret is to not sleep during the night. And then sleeping during the day is pretty easy.
Alright, I have banned them. Oops. How do I... Alright, what did they take? Took Serum Visions?
That's peculiar, but okay.
No, that's fine.
It's gonna slow the game down a lot. Oh, go for broke, go more of that.
But they have like no cards in their hand. What happened? They mold on the play and they're trying to. Do you cycle a Remand?
Yeah, I think if we Remand this, that's useful enough to do. Because then they only have the 1 black source and they can either Thoughtseize this or play Death Shadow, but not both.
Agreed. If he gets stubbed, that's like fine, whatever.
Yeah, also then that we trade with a stub. That's also fine.
They're probably gonna Thoughtseize our pieces.
Yep.
Can't really foresee Thoughtseizing anything else. Alright. Yeah. Not great, but at least we're not dying right now.
Right. This is a pretty normal way for this matchup to play out, right? Is they take all your good cards and you just make some land drops and then eventually you win.
I'm gonna get Breeding Pool here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That might be relevant, actually. Like,
Yep. You sure look smart for getting that breeding pool.
I mean, it was basically free to do so, right?
Yes, I know. Tilt. Yeah, let's bounce that shit.
We don't have Abrade in our deck, right?
Nope.
Oh, I should have maybe fetched first to
Yeah,
thin the land, but whatever. It's
pretty
minuscule amount. Okay. Guess I keep the opt.
Yeah, you keep the opt. It's not great, but
that sphere is going to be pretty problematic, I think. Well, actually, maybe it might not be. It depends on what we draw, right?
It will be not annoying at all versus if we draw Aria. It will be sort of annoying in some other contexts. Wow. Jam that fucking thing into play. Come on, man.
So they're playing face up with the Stubborn Denial.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool with this with this Veil of Summer that we have in our hand. But we're not going to draw anything to punish them, so that sucks.
Yeah. So I know there's one bad card in the bottom, so... I guess fetching a land is equally bad, so it doesn't matter.
And also, we don't have any more basics, so I would just go ahead and fetch.
The Steam Vents, yeah. Hope we don't lose like this. That would be pretty sad. I thought about cycling the Veil, but I think it's more useful to force a key spell through now.
Yeah.
I didn't articulate as much, but I think that's the direction this game is going.
Yeah, it was probably worth discussing, but yeah, I also kind of was just like, I think the Veil is, we want to use the Veil
as Pyroblast instead
for utility at some point rather than just
Pyroblast instead of just cycle draw a card. I think cycle draw a card is not going to be good enough. Like when they pass with both 2 up, that just screams Stubborn Denial to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're gonna Veil into opt, well, and maybe they're asking if we want to do it in response to Gurmag Angler, but you're mostly just looking for Remand, which would be a card we have one remaining copy of. So fucking Damping Sphere.
I know, right. That's such a tilt. Should I just cast it and cycle 1 cantrip? Kind of feels like it should, actually.
You can. Never mind. I was gonna say you can Past in Flames and then Pieces of a little bit. You're 1 mana short. God, that's gross. Yeah. I think you're supposed to Past in Flames, Serum Visions here.
They'll probably be like, okay, because this really does not accomplish very much.
No, yeah, this is a pretty miserable.
It's 6 mana, cast Serum Visions. But you do what you gotta do.
Can't even use Veil here. How awkward is that? I mean, they may use Stubbs here just to use it.
I don't think they will. That's like really dangerous to do, I think.
Sort of. The thing is, at this point, really the only thing they have to fear is like Empty the Warrens, so.
That's actually true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna die, but all right.
Come on, Warrens. Cool. Middle of Summer sucks. Magic sucks. Storm sucks. Life sucks.
Wow, that went really nihilistic very quickly.
Yeah, I'm very thankful today.
You're thankful for nothing, apparently.
Exactly, yeah.
This was really disappointing.
Yeah, that was lame. Actually, honestly, yeah, I take back everything I just said. Damping Sphere sucks. I am
That's
not
fair.
thankful
That's
in the
fair.
slightest for Damping Sphere.
Dangsier, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, Damping Sphere, you're an asshole.
Fetch land, suicide, do it. Okay, fine. Just for the Twitch chat.
That's valid.
Alright. I'm gonna tilt open that chest. That was really tilting.
Yeah.
You know how it'd be.
What was our other loss to? That league?
Revoker and a Kosi String. What the hell is this?
Ah, you have an orangutan now. But now you can change your avatar to a purple avatar so that everybody knows you're a chest opening manga.
Absolutely not.
I think mine is currently a purple one for that exact reason.
I'll go look. We'll go check.
Yeah.
Where's your username? You can.
I might be.
No, you're Chandra. You're Chandra.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is like one of the prestige ones, right?
Yep.
Wow, you used to be a somebody.
I know, right?
Jabberwocky is also a Chandra.
It's fire related because it's hot sauce.
I got it. I got it. All right.
Yeah. Also, yeah, it was the first prestige trophy they did, so we
probably
Jabberwock and I probably use the same logic of like, oh, cool, it's prestigious, let's be prestigious, and then we never thought about it again.
I'm gonna tilt open 2 more chests to get down to a multiple of 10.
I'm with it.
That card was really good.
Unlimited, yeah.
Yeah. Why does it have so many words on it?
We need so many words.
Be thankful and open all chests. I already did that once.
Yeah.
What the hell is the thing called? All right, you can be thankful for that clip. I think this Jace is getting played now, actually.
Yeah, it's Pioneer relevant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
And also, it occasionally saw play in Modern, too. It probably isn't anymore. I think it's probably been pushed out by better planeswalkers at this point.
Ninja still, yeah, just link it in the donation message. I have it in Discord still, but it's good to remind me. What are these? These are the player rewards packs. I guess I can open them if you want me to. They're like pretty worthless.
Yeah, they just jump up your account.
No, but I've moved everything off. See, like, you can get cards like this. I'll just open them all for the viewers. They're not really that exciting. This card is pretty good in Limited as well.
And actually
constructed. Technically. Cool. This is my not favorite art of Ancient Stirrings.
Oh wow, I've never seen that art before. That is very weird.
Yeah, they aren't exciting, but we'll keep going.
Yeah, I mean, like, Aether Hub and like Ancient Stirrings are not free, so like it's kind of cool to save a quarter or whatever.
So the player reward packs just appear on your account if you log in within a certain time frame, if I recall correctly.
I think you get more than one a month for logging in. You get more than one a month
for playing
in events or like spending money in the store, stuff like that.
Yo, real talk. Do you remember when Vindicate was like 70 plus tickets?
I was about to say the exact same thing. This was literally a 90 ticket rare at one point.
Yeah, because all of the IPA cards were outrageously expensive because that was like the first set that Magic Online had.
Yeah, so when Magic Online started, Odyssey was the set that was new.
Yeah.
So which meant that was the set that everybody drafted because they wanted the practice draft for like events and stuff. Mm-hmm. So IPA was just also there, but it wasn't the new set, so nobody owned it. So yeah, there was a time when the 5 most expensive cards were like
Pernicious Deed,
Pernicious Deed, Vindicate, and then like Destructive Flow and Ray of Dawnbringer or some shit.
Yes, yeah, that sounds right. They were all like 40 plus tickets, if I recall correctly. Yeah. And I remember Ochoa's profile, like in the selling board, would be selling I-15, selling P-15, selling A-15. Do you remember those days?
I don't remember that, but that's pretty wild.
No, he literally just was like a moto millionaire off of IPA, those IPA premieres or whatever.
Yeah.
Those were some good days.
It was some weird shit, definitely. And then like in addition to the mythics, there were like randomly things like Fact or Fiction was like 9 tickets, Fire and Ice was like 12.
Yeah,
Like
I did. Yeah,
random
yeah, yeah.
uncommons were.
Yeah, that was a different era of Magic Online. Now
Yeah.
the Moto economy is like really weird and spiky. Is how it. I think the ever presence of bots and the presence of card rental services has made it concentrated price points on very specific cards.
Yeah,
It
this was what we're describing was also before bots. So
yeah, there were a lot less bots. I think there were a few, but not many. Right?
I don't remember when the first bots appeared, but I feel like it had to have been before. It had to have been after like the first like version 1 crashes and stuff.
For Monday's stream.
Nice. I will be streaming on Monday. It'll be Legacy Lantern, which is the most anti-Shroud thing you can think of.
Yep, I'm out.
You're out.
I won't be there. So get somebody else to
No,
bug you.
no,
And
I will
yell
just
at you
play
and make
it.
mistakes.
I'll just play it by myself.
Okay.
But you could also yell at me if you wanted to,
I might show up in the chat
and just
yell at you.
yell things in the chat as you are want to do.
They won't necessarily be coherent things. It might just be like, I don't know. Don't worry about it. I might show up and yell, but you won't hear me yelling.
All right. UI is streaming Sultai Urza Karn, which is a deck you should be prepare for the GP or SCG or whatever. And Modern's kind of sweet, so I'm gonna raid him and call it quits. Thanks for showing up, Andrew. And I'll be back on Monday, everyone. And happy Friendsgiving! Don't forget.
Have a good one, folks. Come.